Okay. So last we left off, what happened? The RV stalled. You had to jumpstart it, and Billy tried to do that by ramming into it with a skateboard and magic, and it worked. Well, worked-ish. Good news is
It worked for the car.
The good news is Billy's still alive, although in tremendous pain because he got his arm broken, and his shoulder broken, and his fingers broken. Luckily enough, nothing else got broken weirdly, actually. But good rolls. Let's see. Gwen stole the skateboard and is gone for now. And I don't actually know what to do about that because Seffi left me no instructions for the character whatsoever. It's great.
Oh, we'll just focus the next session on Gwen then.
Yeah, fucking drifter character. I let him make a drifter for the sole reason that he could jump in and out without a problem. I didn't expect him to
Exactly.
just I didn't expect him to steal the skateboard the first time he appeared. But hey, one more reason
I
to
mean,
hate piss keys.
honestly, why do we expect better from him?
It's true. Why do we?
well,
Do
he's
it.
our
Like,
friend.
Anyway,
we expect little and we still get disappointed, and we're
as far as
still
I remember,
disappointed.
Mitch, you won your own car. Everyone else was in the RV, right?
Yep.
Believe so.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the plan was to, well, you wanted to go to the freehold in whatever that false city is actually called. Anyone knows?
Yeah, Sioux Falls.
Sioux. Okay, Sioux Falls.
Right, Sue.
Yeah, and you should be around. What do you say?
Wow, Sue, what a clumsy bitch.
Wow, that was really bad quality.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to fix it!
It's not working.
Steady on.
Fuck you!
Make him quieter again. Okay. Anyway. Now, did anyone... Also, there was police after you, but they will probably have... Actually, no, that's when we stopped. You heard police sirens, you took off, then we stopped. So,
Yeah.
let's just get right back in.
Hell yeah.
First of all, if I remember right, Billy lost consciousness.
Yes.
I'm still awake,
Makes sense.
motherfucker.
Yeah, no, he was
Really?
so awake. He was giving Jesse directions, and we were going down like weird moonshiner paths and down weird streets.
Oh, right, yes, because
which is
you had a World War One flashback. I remember now.
yeah.
Right.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
freaking out, man.
I remember.
The
Okay.
walls are breathing, man.
Anyway, behind you in the distance. By the way, it's still night. Behind you in the distance are sirens, police sirens. You know that sound by now. Well, too well. Gwen disappeared. You don't really know what, and Mitch and his car should be either right next to you or I guess in front actually because you're faster. You know what?
Yes.
Mitch, you decide.
Yeah.
Probably following you.
Okay.
Because I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
You know what? That's fair.
It's a good point. It's not like they know.
I'm just hoping that y'all know where you're going.
So anyway, you are on the way towards Miller. So just please start.
Well,
Jesse's
go ahead.
all right. Jesse's sitting in the front seat, the driver's side, driving his sincerely fucked up buddy, taking orders from him on where to turn and where to go in this hell which has been created. And now there are sirens. Jesse,
You go ahead.
no, please.
No, you go ahead.
There
I
will
was being
be
rude
no
and
chill,
interrupting you.
John.
Jesse has his hands gripped onto the steering wheel, and you could just tell that the nails are digging in at this point. because they got fucking like launched into the sky, and Billy's been fucked up. It's a night.
It is. It's a one hell of a night.
Fun things happened.
Yeah, let's call them fun.
Carefully, with one hand, Jesse will reach out and grab his little walkie-talkie, and he'll turn it on. Hey. What the fuck was his name?
Kevin.
Kevin?
It's on his icon in Roll20, actually.
It is.
I know, I
What
had
the
to scroll up to
fuck do
find
you
it.
want?
If we act casual, do you think they'll keep going, or is this just a no hold bars, keep going situation?
Well, that depends. How fucked is Bobby?
Billy.
Or Billy, sorry.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob, whatever his name
Oh
is.
fuck, that was my best friend, Bobby.
Bobby.
Mop.
Right
I-
now I'm pretty sure he's a moonshiner from Prohibition times. Pretty sure.
So what I'm hearing is that shit is fucked and we need to go unfuck this shit.
Yep. Sometime soon and quick too.
Is there any other choice other than to unfuck it?
And I'm
I
guessing
think
we
they
need to
fixed-
do it as soon as we fucking can.
I
So
think
I
I
s-
fixed the mic issue.
Oh,
Nice.
Hey!
Neato.
wonderful.
Well, I didn't fix the mic issue. I fixed the fucking echoing on my phone. I got the noise cancellation to work again, or the echo
Nice.
cancellation.
Oh, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Modern technology. It's witchcraft.
Yay.
All of it.
Magic.
So,
So,
fast as we can. No acting like a casual, average civilian on a road trip.
Nope, we gotta hurry. We gotta put the long leg in front.
Billy. Billy, in what time are you right now?
I don't know. You've been feeding me info so far.
Well, no, last time we stopped and you were, what, Prohibition guy?
Back in my day.
I remember something about the French Revolution.
There was a revolution, but it was not a French Revolution. Flashback to the Night of Iron Knives. Anyways,
Carefully, just Jesse kind of turns the walkie off. Not off, but like there's no more speaky between him and Kevin for the moment.
Yeah,
He
not
looks-
pushing the button.
He's no longer pushing the button.
Didn't even say over. Over.
You're supposed to fucking say over. Over.
Shanty will reach over and press down the button. Over.
Over.
I
Jeez.
could maybe give less of a fuck about the over at the moment. Billy, are you alright?
Billy is kind of just staring ahead. He looks vaguely ill.
I gotta ask you,
Um,
fuck, what was your name? Coops, Jesse. It's your
Yeah.
RV. Does it
Yeah.
have a first aid kit in it or not?
It does. We established that in the past session.
We
There
also
is
used
a-
it.
Yeah, we used part of it, but then Billy was like, "Freehold now, motherfuckers!"
Okay, but
And we were
it's
like,
been-
"Okay."
It's been 2 weeks, okay?
It has.
Right.
Luckily, I have a fucking horrid memory.
Same. Anyway, yeah, like I said, you're on the way to Miller. It's pitch black. There's no other cars around you, by the way. Like, nothing on the street. Except the sirens in the background. So,
So we have because of Billy's instructions that he had been giving out previously, do you think we could have lost these officials in an old moonshiner route? Because we just fucking
Maybe.
turn off and book it into
Tell you
some
what.
form of
Okay, no.
Badlands.
Okay, explain to me what exactly you did.
Billy
So-
came up and sat. What?
So last session, we had all sat down. Billy sat in the passenger seat. Fucking Jesse started driving, and then Billy, still being in the 1920s, began to direct Jesse through some old moonshiner routes
Yes.
in order to lose the caps.
But I want to know more, like, did you turn off the lights and all that?
Yes,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you went full on fucking moonshiners.
Okay, so
Other than that one, actually, I actually reach into the opening in my dashboard in order to unplug the one light that won't turn off otherwise.
Ah! Oh man,
That's
I
fair.
love your car so much.
that's fair.
And of course, it jolts
such
me
a
with a bit of
cool
electricity for reaching around and fucking with wiring.
That's the fun part.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
In that case, I
Electric-
need a driving check. And Connor can help, or Billy can help. Let's see what you could do here.
I can drive too, but I ain't in that car.
In my car.
In my car.
I actually think Mitch should be fine because his car is more off-roady. But the RV,
The RV is for camping, bitch.
good point, but it's still designed for a street. And you already have like part of it's
Dexterity
already
and drive.
broken. Yeah. Also-
Difficulty.
Say 7.
What should I be rolling to aid?
Because you're driving without any light in
What
unknown
should I,
territory.
what should I be rolling to aid?
That's a good question. Where do you know those moonshine routes from? Like a past life, I suppose.
Partially past life, partially just being an issue.
Okay, so some sort of knowledge then. Let's see.
Hey.
Could I just roll intelligence plus remembrance?
Sure. Totally.
All right.
I got a.
I mean, Coops already has it, but yeah, roll it.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
It was 7.
All right. So what this does, dear Kuppenheimer, is for every success you get an additional die in your roll.
I already rolled, damn it.
You know what?
Then you can roll additional dice.
Yeah, roll it.
You get 3 additional dice.
Roll again, Coops. We can just say that it's for the next
Just roll.
part of the journey.
Just roll 3 more dice.
Alright.
Just roll it
Then you
again.
Diddy.
put 2 piles of successes together. Motherfucker.
Hey.
Oh yeah, no fucking problem.
Yeah, he has 3 successes now,
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, no problem
Sweet.
here at all. So you
Bitch.
essentially drive into the woods, never to be seen again. At least from the standpoint of the police that follows you.
Bitch.
We turn off the lights, we disappear from the road, and then we turn off. That's
Yeah.
the smart shit to do.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
You hide in the woods, you drive away into it, actually, into old moonshiner routes, overgrown by now, but still functionable. And you can hear, and probably also sort of see, you can see the flashing lights. You can hear the police drive past you at full speed. And eventually they're out of sight and out of earshot too. So you avoided them for now. Great work.
With the power of magic.
Sweet.
Now, do you want to go back on the road? Or do you want to stay, on the back roads?
Well, we are following Billy's directions
It's
via
only
the
about a
fastest
3-hour
route.
drive from Gettysburg to Sioux Falls. so actually
It's
not that far to drive.
It is some hours though, especially if you stay off the roads.
It
7?
is.
Some
My,
Oh.
I thought we were taking like the back roads, which would be faster.
well,
I thought the point of taking these old moonshiner routes was that it took a bit longer,
Yeah.
but we wouldn't be chased by the police.
you're trading
Ah.
security versus quickness here.
Gotcha.
Security. Billy's in too much pain to actually notice anything now.
It's actually a good point. How long do you think will that hold before the pain actually reaches your brain?
When the concussion goes away,
So let's assume halfway to Sioux Falls, give or take.
concussions take a week to go away, Hoon.
Yep.
The pain will reach you sooner.
Yeah, I was expecting that anyways. Probably because they are fucking grinding my bones around in my fucking arm.
No
The
one
bunch
does
of
that.
untrained douchebags that they are.
Just trying to help.
Hey, go to the freehold. Go to the freehold. No, we gotta help. Go to the freehold. Crack, 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 crack. Ah!
Oh God, my bones!
I'm
Anyway.
helping. I'm helping. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
With
It's really,
this,
really good. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
We
So-
actually helped.
We just
We
want to
rolled it-
help.
presumably,
We
okay,
rolled it high enough to help.
We
presumably,
did.
after another 2 hours or so, with Billy like sweating bullets, Johnny will just force some painkillers into him.
Where did we get painkillers?
In the first aid kit.
First aid kit.
Yeah.
It might not be good anymore, but oh well. Take these pills.
Why the fucking painkillers in the first aid kit? Are they like ibuprofen?
Don't know, maybe. They should
Probably.
probably, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Will that help?
It will not, no. It will not help you.
It just gives him an excuse to be mad at you for
But
being in pain later. I
Johnny
gave you
has,
the
like-
painkillers, why are you still in pain?
Johnny has like zero medicine. He just does what he thinks is right. Yeah, take these painkillers, they will help or not.
Obviously, this will help with your fucking headache.
It might. So yeah,
obviously.
so you're still in pain. Didn't help. And now your throat hurts because you got pills forced down it. Yay. Anyway, do you want to make a stop in one of the towns in between you and Sioux Falls, or just go?
Just go.
Yeah, let's just go, because I assume we don't need any more gas or anything.
No, it should be full.
Yep, no gas, we just filled up, and Billy is not okay, so priorities.
Absolutely.
Should just,
Yeah, I can get a cheeseburger later.
beef jerky.
Hey Billy, we're gonna stop real quick and like have a bathroom
For
break.
McDonald's?
Would you like some
You
chicken
want any?
nuggets?
You want any McDonald's?
McDonald's make it better, Billy.
It's just-
Wow.
Philly's just in the corner, just no, why? No, just kill me. I want McDonald's.
Oh, somebody's not happy with his chicken nuggets.
Fucking driving up to McDonald's. Do you want McDonald's, Billy? One black coffee.
Keep driving.
Actually, I think that's pretty good. Just stopping at McDonald's while your friend is in pain in the back of the RV. Patiently
not in the
waiting in
back.
the line.
I want a McFlurry.
I want a McFlurry.
I presume you don't do that though, because that would be super heartless.
It would be awful.
Absolutely.
True chaotic evil move.
Johnny just tries to give Billy another beer, like 2 hours in. Maybe that
It'll
helps.
help.
Maybe that'll help.
I mean, Billy's probably thrown up on himself at least once so far.
Yeah, you know what helps? More beer.
Yeah.
It just
Hair of the dog.
Billy barfs and just is like, oh.
That'll happen when you're in pain.
Ah.
Okay, so
Uh, Shanty, remember the towel underneath the bed?
Oh shoot, we got a towel underneath the bed.
you got a
Yep.
bed?
We got
There's-
tiles?
Well, that's some
You know-
highfalutin fancy shit right there. Also, why ain't you? Why all of a sudden ain't you lying about nothing?
No, that wasn't a lie. It was a question.
Yeah, I do.
It's hard to lie on questions. Hey, do you remember the pink dinosaur located on 42nd Street? Oh, you mean the
yeah.
towel?
That's not how lies
No.
work. No. So anyway,
Puka only have to lie in direct questions.
yeah, you can't
Okay.
lie. You can't lie when you are asking. When that's weird.
Hey, fair enough.
You can't function like that.
It's just I'm telling the truth.
There would
Am
be
I?
near Malkavian levels of just bullshit insanity.
It
But-
would.
Um,
Anyway, so let's just
will you grab that for Billy?
draw a line
Gotcha.
through the middle here.
Shanty grabs the towel and helps Billy clean himself up a little bit.
So that's about midway, well, a bit more than midway to Sioux Falls. Okay, like here-ish. Looks like I drew.
All right.
Looks like I drew a sperm. Anyway,
Nice.
I hate you so much.
yeah. So Billy
Who
threw
do you
out.
hate, Billy?
You have about. Honestly, you rolled like 3 successes. Let's say you have like 1.5 hours left if you go at this speed through the woods. Much faster if you go on the roads, but your decision.
We're possibly arriving soon. Billy, don't worry. Maybe.
What's Billy doing?
Billy like rolls down the window and throws like one of the cans of beer that whatchamacallit,
Johnny.
the fuck is his name? Johnny gave him, swearing incoherently about those fucking bonars or some shit.
But are you back in the present?
No, Billy's still freaking out because he's out in the middle of like fuck ass nowhere. This is where the hill folk live. The
That's
last
true.
thing Billy wants to do is get mauled by a werewolf.
So I'm gonna cuss him out, and that'll work.
Yep.
Totally.
Lord. Now that's
Billy, what's a bonar?
Fucking teeth 9 feet tall and fucks the cousin.
That's the exact
not-
sound Jesse makes.
I ain't sure I like the sound of that.
They live in the trees.
Put the
Now
pillow
that I
away.
real don't like. So what? Like they jump down on people, like drop down from
Like
above.
drop bears. Except they live in houses.
Oh god, that's the
And
worst
two
kind of
of
drop
them-
bear.
Well, now you're just contradicting stuff and making it confusing.
Are they sales bears?
No, they're
Hey.
not bears. No, the bears are different. The bears are worse.
What's your
no.
name?
Okay.
Jesse does ask him what his name is.
What year is it?
You tell us.
It's
Shoot, it's 19 something. I don't remember.
it's 19. Oh no, it's too late. It's 1992.
1991.
It's 1991.
1990.
Haha,
One.
got it.
Nice.
Oh
But you
god,
should-
back in the
actually-
past. The experiment has gone horribly wrong.
Although I should say, Coops, that was a direct question, so you know. Clearly, it should
That
be
is true.
It should be the
Ah
year.
shit.
It's the year
Well then I did say 1992.
1992. Just a minor lie. That's all I want.
Minor lie. If I exaggerate too hard,
It's
it
19.
might.
It's 19.
It's 19XX.
It's 19XX after the Great War.
No, the experiment has gone horribly wrong. I've gone too far back. Oh god.
What experiment?
I don't think we rightly want to know.
I want to know. I want to know everything.
Fucking knockers.
Uh,
That actually
Johnny-
makes
okay.
Jesse laugh.
Johnny sitting opposite of Billy just opens another beer and goes, "He's off his knockers. I could knock him out."
That
Don't
might be good for the time being.
listen. To brain damage further or not to brain damage further, that is the question. And I choose to believe we are above the further option.
First of all, Johnny, with his amazing 0 medicine and 0 empathy, will say that can't hurt his brain if he doesn't get to use it.
Also, the exact sound Jesse makes.
All right, Johnny. We will not bonk on the head, no matter how weird and strange you might be talking.
Billy is now talking entirely in Italian.
Does anyone
Yeah, I
of you
don't know
speak
what he's
Italian?
saying.
Is he speaking Mambo Italiano or something? That Dean Martin stuff.
What?
I got no idea what you just said, but I got no idea. I just got no idea.
Dean. You know what? Never mind. Oh.
Anyway,
Billy, would you like to put on some music?
what kind of music?
Cosa sta succedendo? I just butchered the pronunciation on that.
Jesse, did you continue to drive while you have that talk?
Yeah.
Because you come up to a little problem.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Well, it's mostly a river-shaped problem because there's a river in the way.
Oh dear.
oh boy.
And there are bridges, but not off-road.
So I guess we have to make a harsh left.
You could go on the bridge, yeah. Or you could also always go the Oregon Trail route and try to fjord it with the RV.
No. No, I'm not
How
risking.
deep is the river?
We don't know. It's dark out in the forest.
I want to say deep because I don't think that's a minor river. Like there are probably shallows, but yeah, no, no,
Yeah,
don't.
Jesse's not gonna risk that shit for one.
I wouldn't
But he
be-
does look at the river and for a moment goes, "We'll drown him in the river at dawn."
Yes. First we have to untie the oxen. Then,
Somebody
man,
get Tony.
an
We're
Oregon
We
taking
can
Trail.
care of
probably
this
do
rat.
we can probably do some fucking fey bullshit to get over this. Over.
Probably. Also, wouldn't an Oregon Trail tabletop be fun?
No. I
Like
died of
any
dysentery
roll,
instantly.
you die. There was a snake in your fucking thing.
There's a snake in your boot.
There's a snake in
Alright.
So, Hoond, we're at a crossroads. Which way do we go?
Jesse was about to talk to Kevin about that.
Kevin.
No, Kevin. Kevin, the way I pronounced it was right.
So, Hoond,
Kevin?
Give me one moment.
Hypothetically speaking, dearest friend Kevin, there is a possibility, vague and distant, that I may or may not have the ability to see weaknesses in the dark.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Over.
Am I the one with the concussion now?
He's got like special eyes.
¿Acaso está sucedendo?
Would Shanty know about how Jesse can use his automeyes to see weaknesses and things? Like, be that maybe a petering off in the river they could pass, or somebody who is cursed to high hell, or etc. to infinium.
I want to say he probably does because they've been friends for so goddamn long.
You're a fairy. I'm a fairy too.
Yay, let's go be fairies together. I like being a fairy with you.
Ah.
Sure you don't want to go to, like, Frisco instead? Live in the Bay Area? Everyone's a fairy there, I heard.
Down to San Francisco.
Yeah, anyway, so what is your plan right now?
Beats me.
We're trying to discuss it with Kevin.
Oh, okay. Well,
So Shanty does know about Jesse's freaky fucking bird eyes.
Yes.
And so he holds the walkie-talkie up to Shanty because direct question.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So the direct question was, what does that fucking mean, right?
Yep.
Yes.
It means he got like special eyes. He can see stuff that ain't visible to none others, like weak stuff and stuff like that.
Shh. And how the hell is that gonna help us here? Over.
Well, maybe he can like see a weak space in the river where we can all go and pass. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just riding along.
Shh. Or we could use that fucking Fey bullshit that we've been using.
I mean, that's what that is what we're proposing.
The only one who's made this car fly so far is Billy and some dude who came in at, I think, high school's freshman year. What was his name? I can't remember, Shanty, but he had the blunt.
What?
That is a complete lie, by the way. No fucker came in and made the RV fly with a blunt, but it was basically Jesse. Nah, I won't explain it. Fuck you.
Fair enough.
Shh. So what I'm saying is we don't have to fucking find a shallow spot or something, cause we can do fucking magic. So why in the fuck would we care where we could fucking pass?
'Cause it might be easier.
I definitely got the magics that Billy can use to, make the RV hop over the river.
Yep, we all do.
So then why the fuck are we just sitting around on our asses?
huh.
There's a few moments of just Jesse being nice and still. I totally have the powers Billy can use.
He means he ain't got no way to do none of that shit, and I agree, none of us do.
Meanwhile, Billy's just hammering away in broken Italian. None of you can
Jesse
understand him.
starts to back up a little bit and then starts to take that hard left towards where the road and bridge will be.
Or
Because he can't handle the dry sarcasm of Kevin and the broken Italian yelling of Billy, paired with the uncaring attitude of Johnny that verges constantly on violence. and his own vibrating panic that is just. His feathers are overpuffed at this point. It is a goddamn wonder he is not anxiously preening or biting the skin off of his nails at this point.
Anxious burp.
Anxious burp.
You should change his bedding or something.
Now
Blue?
wait just a goddamn second, and
He
I'll make
stops.
your fucking RV go over the fucking water as if it were goddamn nothing.
Jesse
I'll
stops.
Hell yeah, we
I-
got Joseph this shit. I don't know how he plans to Joseph this shit.
There's no honk, but Jesse does hit his forehead against the top of the steering wheel about 2 times. 3 times.
yes. So Kevin will get out of his car, Dukes of Hazzard style, since the door is slightly jammed and he doesn't feel like dealing with that shit right now. So he will hop out, walk over, grab
Meanwhile, on the inside, Billy will not exclamation point Billy will notice that there is a knocker and they kind of urgently grab the young Puka's shoulder with a really worried look on his face and say something in Italian.
Jesse will look at him and see the worried and just like hold him back and just pat him.
Nothing ever good comes from the knocker.
I, I me no speak a Francais.
Perfect.
Francois.
Kevin will grab a few things out of the back of his truck.
Hang on.
Then
Jesse.
he will walk over to the RV. And he will take out a can of spray paint, shake it a bit, and write the word boat on the side of the RV. And now I'm going. And now I'm going to roll Wayfarer prop in order to let it drive on the water.
All right.
Sweet.
Jesse wants to do something as well, but
What did he see on that?
For cantrips, it's normally 7, but does. Can I get a -1 on that for the spray painting?
No, that's not
Yeah,
interesting
fair.
enough. Hey, can you spruce it up somehow?
Shanty sees what you're doing, very quickly grabs one of the sheets from the bed and extends it on a stick on top of the car. Ah, it's got a sail too.
What did he say? Sorry, I didn't get that.
It's got a sail too.
Got a sail too. Well, if you can make it look like a boat, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're doing.
Shit, what are other boat things I can throw onto it?
Ooh, how
Steering
about
wheel.
a rudder, an oar, and a steering wheel, stuff like that?
The pirate flag.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, in that
And a
case,
figurehead.
Not Billy. Points over the points like the other side of the river and looks quizzically at the little puka, the pigeon puka.
Who is he pointing? Who is he trying to communicate with?
Oh God, Jesse, I think his name is Coops' character.
Yes.
Looks at Jesse, points quizzically over at the other side of the river.
Oops.
Cool.
I was muted the entire fucking time. I'm so angry. That's why everyone kept interrupting me.
Oh.
I'm
Well-
so pissed off. But number one, Jesse will look at Billy and look over at the other side of the river and kind of nod, but then hold up his fingers like wait, like a wait motion, and then kind of stand up out of the seat, and go, Shanny!
Yeah.
Is Shanny within like eyesight?
Absolutely.
All right. Kara, I will need you to look at the DMs.
All right.
Yes, Kevin will grab a few other pieces of scrap metal, or a sheet of metal, attach it to the back of the RV, so it looks at least kind of like a rudder.
All right. Jesse will lift his hands up so his palms are facing Shanty, with his thumbs kind of held out towards each other, and he will put the hands together at the sides so the thumbs are touching. Wrap the thumbs around each other like he's making a fucking shadow puppet bird, and then clap his hands, and then start to head towards the bathroom.
Right. Gotcha.
Keep an eye on Billy.
Will do. Actually, no. He says, "Hey, Skipper."
Jesse
Jumps
enters
off of-
the bathroom. Wait, before that, he opens up a window.
Yeah.
He enters the bathroom. I don't need to roll for that shit
As long as
because
no one
nobody
sees you,
look.
yeah, it's free.
No one looks inside the fucking bathroom. So out of the bathroom hops a goddamn pigeon.
Just so you know, Coop, you can't actually pigeon out in front of other chainsaws.
Yeah, she knows that. That's why
Yeah.
she's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes it easier so I don't have to like actually roll jack diddly or shit.
Oh,
Exactly.
never mind.
So it's just a free out of roll pass for me. I come out a small pigeon.
Yeah. Besides, if you can get away with like being free, why not use it?
Exactly.
So he hops out, he hops up, and flies out of the window, then lands on the RV close to Kevin, and coos at him before fluffing up and flapping away.
What the fuck do you want this time, Jesse?
He's already gone, bitch. He flew away.
The fuck was that about, Jesse?
He's just gonna look around a bit.
Yeah. Hey, you have a flying scout. Why not use it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not
Also-
seeing a good spot to roll cantrips.
Looking
Yeah.
at pictures of James River. Hoo boy, that looks dangerous.
Jesse will fly towards the bridge because fuck, there's gotta be a better way than haphazardly trying to turn his RV into a goddamn boat. As if enough crazy shit has happened to his poor RV at this point.
How good is the night side of a pigeon?
Well, they are diurnal, so not particularly good.
So kind of human then.
A little bit better than
Yeah,
human. But...
anyway, I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and roll my cantrip.
All right.
I'm guessing still difficulty 7 or
What exactly did you do? What did you do to the car?
we have raised a makeshift sail, put a rudder on it, spray painted the words or
Boat.
spray painted boat onto both sides of it. And oh yeah, I also got a spare bike tire that I had, and put that on top with another stick to make it look like the helm of a sailing ship.
And no one drew a pirate flag?
Shanty drew a pirate flag.
Okay.
Yeah, it drew the Jolly Roger on the sail or
I'll
something.
give you a
Yes.
-1 because it's such a ridiculous image.
Okay, Hund, you're being. I hate to like try and slow down the game with talks of rules,
What?
but you're really fucking stingy.
Really?
Like, yeah, like photo bombing gets you a -1.
Oh,
Like it's
okay.
right there in the rules and everything.
Connor, the book is 600 pages. Anyway, fine then, -2.
Alright, then. We good.
Didn't even
Hell
need it.
yeah.
We really fucking good.
We so good.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet.
So,
Oh yeah. Look at
I guess your
Uh,
fucking boat thing works. Just no problem whatsoever. You push your Do you just push it in?
no, I just shout at or I just shout at Chicken's character who's because I can't remember names apparently. Hey Shanty, fucking drive over. You should be fine. Trust me.
Hell yeah! We're taken to sea! And Shanty starts the car and starts the boat and starts
It's a shanty,
floating,
I see.
sailing over.
Yeah,
What?
you just drive over the water as if or with no problems.
Yeah,
Yep.
with 4 successes, I think we're talking like 2 hours or something like that. So whatever, you have no problem crossing the river,
Sweet.
which is. I hope no one sees you though. Anyway, yeah, you push your makeshift boat on both sides into the river, and it just floats perfectly.
Hell yeah.
Could be
Yes,
better.
I will salute and then I will get into my car and just take the fucking bridge.
Hold on a fucking second.
Speaking about the bridge, let's assume the whole like Coops made it there in time. It's not that far.
Yeah,
It's not that far for a flying pigeon.
yeah.
European one, I assume.
African or European.
You can see on the bridge, first of all, no cars. Like there's a town nearby, the town called Mitchell, by the way, which I think is funny. But it's still nighttime or early morning by now, so no cars around except one police car.
Police.
One police
Yeah,
car
fucking knew
on
it.
on the side of the bridge, just clearly waiting behind the town sign. Yeah, you're entering Mitchell. You're hiding behind that. Very cliche.
Alright.
Great.
He is a prepubescent boy and in bird form, and it would be funny to poop on the cop car, but
Do it.
at what cost?
What? That's
Well,
not cost
they don't
there.
know.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
not
cost.
It's not
Yeah.
Just a fun bird bomb right on, on the fucking windshield of this cop car
Do it.
Hell
before
yeah.
Jesse starts to frantically fly back because fuck. He hopes nobody's done anything rash like spray paint the sides of his RV or headed towards the bridge.
Yeah. I mean, again, still lights out.
Yep.
Jesse,
I assume for both the RV and my car.
Absolutely.
though I'm assuming that Jesse can hear these this not these but this solo fucker
I'll be right
in
back.
his car.
Yeah.
All right. Cavorting through the woods. So, fuck, Mitch. Do you have a top on your car?
Yes. Though I am missing a passenger side door. If you want to just like fly in.
Jesse will fly in and start flapping around like, fuck no.
Assuming some shit is wrong, I will break my car, or I will stop.
You'll break your car. Yes,
Yeah,
you
I'll
break my car.
hit the
The
brakes.
car's already broken.
stop. Well, yes, but I'm constantly fixing it. And then I'll turn toward the fucking pigeon.
Who is, now that the car stops, is kind of like fluttered his way into the messy back and behind Kevin's seat to turn back into a real boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns into a real boy as no one can see him in the dark behind the seat. He goes, Feather. Definitely no one watching the bridge at all. Totally no one there.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome
Hello.
back to hell.
Oh, all right. I guess I will ford the river also. Or ford the fucking river also then. Oh, and don't worry. The others should be making it across. And I'm assuming they won't be too fucking loud and know how to be goddamn inconspicuous.
Quick cut to Shanty. Yo ho, a power's life for me.
Alright.
The song
Is there
echoes
any
over the
way I can help,
water.
or can I fuck off back to my RV?
Go back to your goddamn shit. Or go to your goddamn rust bucket excuse for a fucking vehicle already.
It's beautiful and you know it! And then with that, he is a pigeon again. Hops up, coos at Kevin before, like, taking off out of the... Just that dainty, rolling little pigeon coo before he just fucks off into the night again.
Fuck you.
Oh, I didn't know I was amongst my people. Look at all the pigeon pukas. I feel at home. Finally, I have a family. This is heaven, surely. I must have rammed into Kevin's windshield and died.
Yeah, and fucking died.
Yep.
Broke my pigeon neck. Oh man, that would be fucking horrifying because I don't think the body turns back into a human form.
Oh god.
So
No,
just
it doesn't.
okay.
No, it does super hard. So you smash into the fucking windshield, die, and then all of a sudden the dead pigeon turns into a dude.
Turns into a dead little boy, and you're like,
Jesus.
fuck.
And then the dreaming sinks in. So as far as that person who just saw you turn into a bird knows, it's just some fucking kid that threw himself in front of his car.
Phew.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
Imagine you're on a hunt and you shoot a bird and it turns out, oh, was a changeling.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
And
It was
suddenly,
That's
a
why there aren't a
person.
whole lot of pigeon pukas.
suddenly, a,
No, no,
Oh, shit.
pheasant pukas.
suddenly a dude falls out of the
fear.
sky.
You're duck hunting and just you hit one, your dog brings back this fucking human
Oh
corpse.
god.
The water just covered in water. Anyway, Jesse is like booking it with his little fucking pig and wings back towards his RV. He will be irate once he sees the fucking spray paint on the side that says boat.
Yeah. By the time you're getting back, the RV is already halfway across the river. No problems. There's the soft echo of the yo ho, a pirate's life for me, just echoing over the water.
Jesse flies in, lands with a coo, and then
Billy looks mostly disturbed by the strange tiny child driving this weird knocker contraption over the water.
he like pigeon bobbles his way back into the bathroom, and when he exits, he is Jesse once more, straightening his jacket, coughing up a feather. All right.
Oh hey, Jesse, you're back. Did you see anything?
No.
Well, no news is good news then. Wait.
Oh.
Fucking lies. You know you can roll to try and tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not as fun.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
One, who the fuck is gonna believe me?
It's actually a good
Yeah.
point. No, don't worry, it's the
It-
truth. I rolled a 10. What are you talking about? You're crazy.
I saw past the veil to the people who are controlling us via electronic dice.
Wow, you need to be institutionalized, little Puka. You need to go.
You need to go. Jesse hears Puka, and he blinks and he looks back at Billy. I was like, "Hey, Billy!"
Pena fata el puka?
He's been going like that ever since you left. I don't know what to say to him. I don't speak fancy.
I don't speak French either.
Billy like hears that, kind of squints for a second, and in much less coherent speech, he says, "Parlez-vous français?"
I don't speak Italian either, nah.
English? English.
English.
Say it
Well, it's
louder, that
like-
always helps.
Just do what the average American tourist does.
Yeah, say it
Just
louder.
say it louder and slower
Yeah,
until they
Yeah.
understand.
yelling at
Fucking
your
back
Do
audience.
country
you
hicks.
understand us, Billy?
Hold on.
Like you say English, and then there's like this visible shrinking in his face as he looks incredibly disappointed.
Oh,
English. Oh.
Billy.
Snot seems to be responding to Billy.
Shanty reaches over and pokes him. That's you. You're Billy. He points at him. Billy.
Just pointing at this poor Italian man trapped in a boy's body, like, Billy. You Billy.
You Billy now, motherfucker.
You Billy now, motherfucker.
Not Billy. Not exclamation point Billy. I'm sorry. Raised an eyebrow.
He walks over and he pats not Billy's back. Not exclamation point Billy. Sorry.
It's important.
Apparently.
Apparently.
And kind of like squints a little bit, rubs his own chin. He does not rub Billy's chin. That'd be a little bit weird.
Just a little.
He thinks for a moment. And he snaps his fingers, goes back into one of the little drawers, and he opens up this fucking junky ass drawer. It's filled with all sorts of just random ass bullshit. He pulls out a tiny notepad, or like a little hand fit notepad that like a little detective might fucking flip out, but really it's from the dollar store. And a pen. And he takes it over to Billy, and he draws like a little fucking like stick figure, and then like an angry face on the stick figure, with an arrow pointing at a little shittily drawn bridge.
Billy points with his one good hand at the bridge where the cops are. Raises an eyebrow.
Yep, that's where they are.
This is also somehow accidentally letting Shanty know that there are cops at the bridge. So maybe shut up. No more sea shanties, Mr. Shanty. And then Jesse, being a prepubescent boy, fucking pokes at the cop stick figure and then just just blows a goddamn raspberry with like this disappointed face.
Billy
then-
nods. He is in full understanding that he is currently in a strange knocker cart contraption thing, riding around with a childling satyr and Puka, and this is not going to get any more normal tonight.
He flips the
So
page.
So Ignacio has given up.
Ignacio, please. He flips the page and he draws like a little picture of this of like a stick satyr, and then himself, and then Billy's eschewiness and the big ogre.
It's just a
Very
really
crude.
big guy, and you color him in with blue.
It's very shoddily drawn.
Also, ogres are a different thing from trolls.
Sorry, I fucked up the names.
They're super bad.
Yeah.
They're super bad.
Somebody wants. Okay. Now he then draws like fucking. He draws a circle around the little group that he had drawn, and then draws an arrow towards a little drawing of Sioux Falls, like the waterfalls, and then draws like a little stick figure of Billy again, with a badly drawn thumbs up and a smile, but this it's both arms because he'd drawn he'd drawn Billy's arm all fucked up previously.
Oh.
Now it's better. Trying to communicate that if we get you here, if we get to this place, you will be better.
He nods, still slightly confused looking, but there's weirder things that he's woken up to. And hey, at least he still has both of his kidneys.
Hey,
For now, at least.
Win-win.
for now. We'll drown him at the river at dawn and then steal his kidneys.
No, first
Oh,
you
God,
steal his
no.
kidneys, then you drown him in a river.
Well, you think that the cold might help keep his kidneys cold in the water, which is cold because it's a river, which we drown him in.
Yeah.
Anyway. Jesse is just trying to non-verbally explain what the fuck is going on to this poor Italian boy. Because he doesn't know Francais, Swaz, or no Italiano, or don't hardly know no Spanglish. And,
Bang,
yeah!
Pizza, baguette, spaghetti. He doesn't understand a word I'm saying. Stupid.
Again.
Stupid.
Linguini?
Stupid.
El Paso.
Goddamn
Eiffel
Ferner.
Tower!
Goddamn Ferner. Can we go back to Kevin for a moment?
Of
Yes.
course.
Because,
Yeah.
well, do you turn your car into a boat too?
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna do the exact same thing.
Okay, then it's the same DC and the same -2. Please succeed. It would be terrible if you sink.
Float or
Great
sink
shit,
in
sorry,
the drink.
Almost. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Sounds
boy.
like that's a sink.
Oh, give me a D100.
Oh dear.
We let random chance decide.
Come on!
No, that's good for you actually. So you cast your word
Cantrip?
cantrip. Yes, you cast your cantrip, and before you even finish, you have a feeling that it's not really gonna work. As your car slowly slides towards the river, and then stops because it hit a rock.
Oh.
So yeah, cantrip failed, car still good. Looking ridiculous.
Okay.
And then everyone died.
The end.
I was like, okay, at 100 the car just sinks fully. And anything else?
Oh boy.
So a 6, yeah, okay, no water.
Nice.
Oh, hey, Frambo's on sale.
What?
I'm
What?
sorry. Frambo's on sale. I just realized. I'm
Oh,
sorry, I
yeah.
didn't interrupt.
It's a nice
Oh,
game.
it is.
I don't think any of you on the other boat, the other boat
The other boat.
can
I'm on
see
a
that.
boat.
Yeah, I don't think any of
I'm
you
on
can
a
see that
boat.
because it's still night and the coast is more or less in darkness. The walkie-talkie should still reach.
Yeah. Shh. I'll meet y'all at the fucking freehold. Might have some slight complications, but I should be perfectly fucking fine by the end of this shit.
Are you alright? What all up and happened? Over.
I may need to find a different fucking way across the river than y'all. Gonna try the other bridge a bit south of here.
Damn.
Over.
Is that the bridge? What with the thing?
I'm talking about this bridge,
I'll be
Yeah.
back.
All right,
not that bridge.
different bridge, Shanny.
Oh, okay.
You gonna be careful and scout it out before you head on through with the car?
Shh. Well, I was fucking planning on doing that on the other one. But yeah, I'm not fucking stupid. Over.
Hey, I resemble that remark. Over.
You're just smart enough, Shanty.
I ain't sure how to take that statement.
No one is.
Can't,
Just
bel
leans back.
can't believe the ridiculous boat RV worked, but this own car didn't. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's a shame.
It is. Oh well.
So I'll be heading south to the other bridge.
Yeah. That will take you. Actually, no, your car is fast. Let's say 20 minutes.
All right.
By the time you get there, the others will have crossed the river already and are well on dry land. My question is,
Hey,
do you guys in the
Hey.
RV wanna just go
maybe.
to Sioux Falls, or do you wanna maybe
Yeah.
go south and wait for her?
Billy has been fucked up. So I think
Yeah.
Jesse will tell Shanty to inform Kevin that we will be going on to Sioux Falls because Billy's fucked up and we don't need to wait any longer than we already have.
Yeah.
Kevin's already lost to us. Leave him. Leave him.
Shandy turns on the walkie. Yo, we gonna just go ahead to Sioux Falls, cause Billy done been fucked up pretty badly.
Shh.
Over.
Over.
God fucking damn it, that's literally what I told you to do a fucking minute ago.
Yeah, we know how to follow instructions. We smart.
He's smart.
Well, I'm fucking glad you confirmed this bullshit with me. You didn't exactly need to. I would have fucking assumed it on my own.
Well, you know what they say about assuming mates and ass out of you and me.
Can I just hear the regret starting to develop in the back of Kevin's mind?
Not really.
Oh, so he's having a fun time?
If anything, he is slightly annoyed with you, but understands that it's been a pretty shitty day.
Woo! Only slightly annoyed.
Only slightly. Let's do this properly. There we go.
This is like leaps and bounds better than my prom date. I didn't have no prom date. I didn't go to school.
You're not even old enough for prom, are you?
Y-
I don't know.
No.
Shanty ain't even old enough for prom.
I had my own homeschool prom with my cousins.
Ain't no one gonna tell Shandy what he's old enough for.
Yeesh.
Yes.
Fucking yeesh.
Oh,
Okay, so
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get those tires rolling. Rawhide!
I don't feel like being a dick, so I'm letting the die decide.
Oh, I'm not going to be a direct dick, so I'm just gonna be a indirect dick.
Kind of. Why can't
Let the
I?
dice decide.
Oh dear.
Kevin, as you approach the bridge, you see two things. Uh, A, a police car. Next to B, another car, and a driver that appears to be highly intoxicated because he's in the process of just walking along the road, arms wide out.
Yeah,
Trying to walk in a straight
Neither
line.
of them have noticed you yet.
let's see. Not sure if I'm thinking that the best idea here would be to once I get back onto the main street to turn my headlights on and just go or just drive as if nothing's happening and look
Yep.
casual.
Yep.
Which
I'd like to see her trying to drive by the cops looking entirely casual with the passenger side door missing.
Right.
it
Hmm.
my car is technically street legal.
Technically.
It
No,
doesn't look
no,
too.
no, it's not.
I don't think there's a role for this, like at all. Mitch, describe to me what you do in detail.
So once I get onto the side of the road, I will once again reach into my or open up the glove compartment and reach into the hole behind it to replug in the singular headlight that works. Then I will just drive the speed limit and not do any and hope he doesn't notice me or
He's
doesn't care.
too busy focusing on Drunks McGee. Sir!
Yep.
Oh, sir, wait. Why
The
do you only have one light,
the police.
dear?
Okay, the policeman looks into your direction as he hears the sound of your engine, and he's a bit far away, like, well, not far, but like relatively far away, and you can see him making a sort of kind of confused face because God, what kind of hillbilly drives shit like that around? It's just probably from Dogtitch or some asshole. No,
Oh,
Counterpoint. We are in South Dakota.
yeah,
I
that's why he.
sincerely doubt this is the first.
No, it isn't, which is your luck, because then he turns back to the drunk guy, pulls like turns the drunk guy around who almost vomits and points to your car. They kind of share a laugh.
Aw.
And then he turns
Normally,
him.
I'd be pretty fucking upset about this, but I have other things to worry about currently.
Then he turns the drunk guy back around, goes back to his job. You're free. You're free to go for now. Be that I didn't roll a 3. That was the cop on the on the route to promotion. Really eager,
Oh god.
really by the book. But you got asshole
So-
cop who doesn't give a shit because he's like 2 days before his, I don't know, holidays, some shit.
Yay!
I'm just 1 week from retirement.
No, he's not gonna die. He's just going on
No,
No,
holidays.
he's gonna die like right now.
right now.
Absolutely. He's going to drop dead this instant.
Yes, as the drunk guy turns into a vampire. Oh, there's a changeling. God, that would be a terrible twist for Mitch.
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh
so
no.
I'm gonna be a blood bag for a junkie.
unless you want to make a stop somewhere in between where you guys are and Sioux Falls.
Not really.
Okay, in
We
that
are
case,
determined to go.
Yep.
and I assume Mitch goes away from the streets again when he can.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm across,
Yeah, so kind of like
and
that.
mostly out of sight from the police officer.
You will arrive at the outskirts of Sioux Falls. First of all, the RV will get there like 20 minutes earlier. Because even with
Yeah.
your speed
Yeah. Expected.
advantage, it's kind of, you had to go twice the way, basically.
That's about what I expected, honestly.
Yes. So you just, I assume, park somewhere. By now, the sun is coming up very slowly. It's like the twilight sort of looking thing.
Or
Everything's
dawn.
yeah, sorry, not twilight dawn. You took the entire day to get there, lazy fucks. No, it's early dawn. First light comes in. You can actually see some things now without having to shine light on them. Sioux Falls is in the process of waking up, or parts of it anyway. Bakers, garbage men, the people who have to get up early, getting up right
There
now.
goes the baker with his tray like always.
Yes, there's a small girl comes across you dancing in a blue skirt, reading a book.
Singing her daily mean song.
Yes,
Her
yes, it's very sad.
mean song about how everyone is just the fucking same.
She has a brain thing going on. It's very sad, actually. They just let her sing.
Oh.
No.
Oh, Dust.
Probably gonna die of a tumor before she turns like 15. It's terrible.
Stop. Alright.
Oof.
We drive through. Jesse is a tired boy.
All right. Everyone except Shanty did roll knowledge about Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
So everyone except Shanty will know where to go, where the entrance to the freehold is.
I got no idea where to go.
Jesse's gonna kind of scoot up and just point in directions. It's been a long ass night.
Thank you kindly.
There is a thunk as Billy's head meets the dashboard. It kind of sits there, doesn't move.
Dear.
Jesse kind of reaches out and kind of gently pulls him back so he is not with his head against the dash.
He has gone limp.
Oh dear.
What?
He's gone limp, so Jesse will kind of crawl into the seat. Well, no, he won't crawl into the seat.
Not conscious.
He's unconscious.
Connor,
Yes.
in your mind, the blackness. There's a sort of really dark blackness. And after a moment, it folds away. You sit in a horse-drawn carriage. A blonde guy across you says, "Hey, you, finally awake."
Oh,
Damn it. Damn it, Todd Howard, not again.
no, that's
Meanwhile, while
I
Connor is
don't
trapped in a
know
nightmare of his own making,
Oh, you said another character?
They caught you trying to cross the border, right?
So Jesse
hmm,
Jesse leads Shanty into the freehold.
Yay!
the trot.
Also,
Sorry.
also
Smart
while keeping,
dragon.
yeah,
Okay,
while
one at a
keeping
time.
No.
Coops,
while
you
keeping
first.
Billy from like smacking his fucking noggin against the dash again. He's like precariously holding him up with the one arm while the other arm points out directions for Shanty.
The trot to the freehold is hidden in a what are they called? One of those canals for sewers.
A viaduct?
I think they're called viaducts.
Big old metal tube.
No. The ones on the ground made of concrete.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know the name right now.
You mean like curbs?
I think so. I, they're very. Fuck it. Do I have to find a picture?
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah, because this is going to be bothering me for a while.
Yeah, me too.
Jesse, quietly. Go to sleep, the little babe. No! Ooh. Billy better wake up quick.
And me and the devil make three.
Concussions.
Didn't leave nobody but the baby. Totally not a song about baby murder.
Totally not a song about baby murder.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah?
not a song
Like-
about baby murder.
These
Yeah.
these things, but without the water in it.
Oh, a ditch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So the-
Fucking ditch.
Yeah,
Like
fair
in
enough.
Troll Hunters.
Possibly
Yeah.
one with a dog in it.
Oh.
Ah.
Anyway, yeah, there's a
Uh,
no. This is not dog ditch, okay? Sioux Falls cleans up the dead dogs. Dog
nice.
ditch eats them. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah,
Crockpot
the
dinner for
trot
3.
the trot is hidden at the end point of one of those ditches. Very much kind of like in Troll Hunters, actually. Now that I think about it.
Hell yeah.
So
I presume we fucking roll on in.
unless you want to wait for Kevin.
No, we did not want to wait for Kevin.
Wow, that was
Nope.
really no. Ugh.
Kevin got pissy at us about any trailing thought of waiting for him because Billy's been fucked up.
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And being unconscious while concussed is kind of a bad deal, so we
Yes.
kind of gotta book it.
Yes, you can
Mhm.
enter that. Connor, when it's a known trot, they don't have to roll, right?
No, they
Good.
just have to roll Kenning to find it, and it's super fucking easy.
Yeah, you don't have to roll. You know where it is. You got that, like, I don't remember the word. You know where it is.
What do I roll?
Nothing. You know where the
Okay.
entrance is. You can just enter. It's really easy. It's not dangerous or nothing.
We
If it's
slip and
not dark, then yeah, it's gonna be like a fucking chimerical sign that says, "Hey, nutface, Trod's over here."
Hey,
Sweet.
nutface.
Pretty much.
So we just mosey on in.
And as soon as you cross the barrier, so to speak, you are in. Well, it's still Sioux Falls, but it's way better looking.
It's
Oh
Sioux
wow,
Falls,
they got a
but better.
whole fucking setup in the dreaming here. Holy shit,
And
Huh?
Sioux, but better.
they got a whole fucking setup in the dreaming here. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, this has been here for a while. People love it.
Fuck.
Anyway, instead of the kind of cowering scape of Sioux Falls, the city, you see. Well, it's still kind of cowering, but it's much more like a castle. It sort of looks like in an old European-style stone castle. Very cubic, I want to say, like very rectangular, imposing walls, all that shit. So it's not a Disney castle. It looks very functional.
Fancy.
And on the outside, relatively modern-looking houses, like proper, uh, like drywall and all that, like solar cells on some of them. What you also
Ooh.
notice, but some near the castle are still old looking, like medieval looking. You also notice a lot of signs that proclaim to be the birthplace of this person and that person, and
Yada, yada, yada.
a disturbing number of fast food places, and something that offers tours of the city.
Neat.
From all
This place is balls deep in Bogan.
this place is a tourist trap for Changeling.
Fucking Bogan everywhere. Holy shit! I'm surprised we haven't been ambushed by the fucking pipe brigade.
The what?
It's just loads of fuckers rolling on. It's like short fuckers rolling on down with like shepherd's pies and fucking casserole dish.
Shepherd's pie.
All in, like,
Weren't you
military
Are you still
hat.
unconscious or not?
No, I am unconscious.
Okay.
This is all out of character.
Just
Oh,
the pie
boy.
brigade.
I want a pie.
Shepherd's
All right.
division.
All right. We
Fucking
gotta
bogans. God damn it.
find someone who can heal Billy.
Do you have like any Greymire, or have you ever been in a freehold before?
Let's see. Any what?
Has your character does your character have any Greymire or has ever been in a freehold before?
No.
No,
Oh,
you wouldn't have.
We've just been in dog ditch our whole lives.
fair. Do you have any Greymire? It's a
I don't
skill.
know what Greymire is.
Let's see if I do.
Oh, hang on.
I actually have 2 dots of Greymire,
Is
but
that how it's
I'll
pronounced?
show up eventually.
I do not. I have 0 dot.
I have 0 as well.
For anybody who hasn't, if you even have one fucking dot, this is like one of the most common things at freeholds. One, mechanically, you get 1 dot of glamour every day while staying in a freehold. 2, you do not age while in a freehold. 3, your wounds are actually healed while in a freehold. Mechanically speaking, you tick off 1 box every day you sleep in freehold.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
why
neat.
Billy was like, "We need to go to the freehold. Please stop grinding
But-
my hand apart."
But they don't know that. Like none of the others know that.
Mitch knew that.
Apparently,
Mitch
I
isn't
do
there.
now.
Mitch isn't there.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're right.
What is the range on our walkie-talkies? On a walkie-talkie, anyway.
I want to say
It's
no.
not
It
that
will
long.
not. I want to say it will
Dreaming.
not cross from the normal into the dreaming.
We're in the fucking dreaming.
It will not cross
What
dimensions.
about when I get into the dreaming?
Then they
No,
then they might work. It's
you're a
just
knocker. Probably working here.
Yeah. I mean it's just radio signals and I mean yet you said like cell phone. Then I would say well there's probably no reception in there, but walkie-talkie sure.
Okay, we're literally walking around as like incarnate dream stuff. So sense doesn't really need to make sense.
Fair
Cool.
enough. But what provider would you have that provides in the dreaming? AT&T? Doubtful.
No,
You
it's-
don't have AT&T or like a service provider for goddamn walkie-talkie.
No, I'm talking about possible cell phones. I only said the
Yeah.
walkie-talkies will work.
What I'm saying is that he's a fucking knocker. It's gonna work because he's a knocker.
Yeah.
And the dreaming
Because
just
I'm going to
decides
make
work.
it work.
Anyway, what I was about to say. Sioux Falls. You know how big it is about. Actually, I don't remember, of course, because I'm an idiot.
I don't think anybody really knows how big it is.
Yeah.
Well, you
Even the
could.
people who live there.
Well, you could have guessed, like from looking at it. There it is. It has about 150,000 people living in it. So it's the size of an actual city, which should be news for
Oh,
you because
shit.
you lived in Doctor your entire life. But it's
Oh, yeah.
big.
Oh yeah.
Now, compared to the freehold is quite a bit smaller, even excluding that the castle is very imposing. Like, best guess, maybe a couple thousand, changelings and fae and stuff.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's not as much as 150,000.
Yeah, it is a freehold though, so we're good.
Yeah.
Solid
You're good.
population.
You're good. Anyway, like I said, it's basically a tourist trap. You will probably find some sort of
Boggins.
doctor if you look for one for whatever reason.
Boggins everywhere.
Lots of boggins, yes. Mostly as shopkeepers.
You might want to explain what boggins look like.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, what do they look like anyway?
You want me to explain it?
But
Yes.
you know what? You probably have better words.
So boggins, by and large, while like every type of changeling, has a wide variety of different ways they appear, and they're all very differently dressed. Boggans, by and large, are kind of the salt of the earth worker folk of the changelings. They are dreams of hard work, coming home to a warm hearth and a good dinner. They tend to be broad-faced, large nose, shorter, squatter people. Kind of imagine, kind of like a hobbit, although they obviously vary in size. The only real constant feature amongst Boggans is a fairly warm look in their face and being relatively short in stature. A lot of them tend to have, like the men tend to have like sideburns or kind of like that homely looking face with like the dad beard.
The dead.
And the kids, and like Boggan childlings are basically like tiny fucking midgets. Like it's like walking into a hobbit village at a fucking Tolkien.
Just put.
Except, I mean,
Yeah.
it's except they all have like fucking cell phones and use Facebook all the time because they're social as fuck.
That's fair. Oh, that's kind of cute.
It
Ah.
is.
Oh,
Of course,
I
right?
love them.
Yeah, they're very nice people, basically.
Um,
You see, yeah, like I said, you see mostly Boggans, but the odd, rarer changelings, as far as you know anyway, because you didn't grow up with any, like a Clericon and one of
Ooh.
the, what were they called? Some issues. I say some. They look like visitors, much like you, but better dressed and richer.
All right.
oh, sure, I'm not
So-
talking about shit.
Panicked, finally in the freehold. Jesse's gonna look at Johnny and go, "Can you pick up Billy really carefully so we can try to find somebody to help?"
Did you ask Johnny?
Johnny.
Johnny picks Billy up with one hand. Again, like a little cat. And then
Please be
just
gentle.
then drops him over one shoulder.
Jesse kind of takes the keys for one, pats Shanty, and
No, you go ahead.
he does the really quick, hasty, throws all the windows down, all the coverings so nobody can see inside, pops out, and with actually he does have a dot of etiquette, but now is not the time for etiquette.
It is not.
Just
Now
the
is
just
the
the
time for her to
crowd,
panic.
the people will hear the Boggans and the other such changelings will hear, "Help!
Aww.
There's this tiny little squirt box with bruises and bandages all over him, looking very distressed."
Oh no. Well, several people turn towards you. Want to say like a handful because it's actually really loud there. Lots of people talking, lots of noise. It's a bunch of Boggans and a pair of Eshu. The pair of Eshu gets to you first, but soon you are surrounded by, let's say 6 people. 4 Boggans, 2 Eshu. And they look at you, they look at the troll, look at the guy on the troll's shoulder. What is wrong, child? Says one of the Eshus.
Shanty comes out from behind him, having left the car. Something happened, and he got real hurt. Basically, like he got run over by a car. Except, he was the one doing the running over.
Oh dear.
Oh
Oh no. Oh dear. Let me put him down. Put him down for a
And
moment.
and he don't talk right no more, and it's real. It's spooky.
Yes, put him down for a moment. Don't worry. Kind sir, would you maybe get some help or anything to make him more comfortable? It's like the actually says to one of the Boggans who just basically hurry away to do that. Like very helpful
Jesse
people.
will Jesse will take off his jacket and fold it up for Billy.
Bruh, I think a jackknifed the landing.
Yes, the
Where are
the other
oh.
the other issue, a woman. And by the way, they're adults, like they're not teens like you. The other issue, a woman, kneels down and checks Billy's shoulder and arm. Ah, yes. Let's see, shoulder broken, compound fracture, fingers misaligned.
Look, we
Very.
tried.
It's nothing too. And then she looks up.
Attempts were made.
She looks up to you. It's nothing too serious, but he will have to wait a day or two to be able to move it again. Thankfully,
To a
it's not.
day or two.
Thankfully, it's not life-threatening. I've seen much worse in my travels.
Is he gonna be okay? Jesse's got like he's got the tears of all the pent up bullshit that happened in the night.
The Eshu woman just pats your head and just, it's all right, little bird. You will be all right.
It's a sad little pigeon.
Little burb.
I
Billy
must say,
Billy puts
why?
holds up his
Sorry.
hand and gives him a thumbs up.
Juniper berries.
Juniper berries.
Barrel.
Stop.
Yeah. So the Eshu woman looks at you. I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself. I'm Dr. Millison, and this is my husband. She points to the other Eshu, who just kind of nods friendly at you. He looks out for the Boggins to come back.
Jesse sniffs and kind of gives him a little wave.
Shanty nods at them. Thank you,
Billy
kind,
also
for
waves,
helping us out.
relatively punch drunk.
I got. Are you here all alone? You seem rather young to visit the Freehold. If I may say so, you don't seem like locals. Kind of looks you up
We went
because
on.
you're kind of dressed like meth children.
We kind of are.
Yep. Well, Shanty doesn't really have an excuse.
Well, there's like the little bras who are pretty cool. There's Johnny, who I'm pretty sure ate a house. Then there's me and Kev, the Kevmeister. Is he here?
He get cut off on the way here, but he told us to just keep going.
Ah, shit.
He'd
That
meet us
sounds
up.
good.
Is this what you Americans call a road trip then?
Yeah, we're on a road trip.
Yeah. Hey, where's my board?
Oh shit. Jesse
Would you actually
looks at the
know?
Jesse did they see it?
Nope.
I don't think.
Because they did.
I don't think you saw it happen.
Oh, not the fucking Pisky.
Do you see now? I wanted to leave.
Oh.
One of the Boggins comes back with actually 3 of the Boggins come back. 2 with pillows, 1 with a thick blanket. And then the fourth comes
Billy
back.
has the
Then the
clear
fourth
look
comes back with a can of coffee.
Billy has the clear look of a man who's just been piskied.
The Dr. Eshu looks at all of you again and goes, perhaps you should rest somewhere. I don't suppose. Do you have money for a hotel room?
Yeah.
Just
we get money. Yeah, we got like all the money.
the puka just shakes his head.
I mean, we got money, but not all the money.
It was a direct question. We've got Canadian dollars. Fucking monopoly money.
Billy like pats around and like takes out his wallet that's only vaguely soggy from the vomit. Opens it up with one hand. Yeah, we can afford a room.
And totally nothing more than that. Shanty says, remembering the fat cash,
The
fat
fat
stack of
wads.
cash that we found behind the goddamn wall.
Before anyone else showed up. Just speaking of, Jesse will kind of go back. He'll go to Billy and put his hands on Billy's hand, which is holding the wallet, and just shake his head like, "No, you really do not need to do this," and then holds up a finger.
Yeah.
It was
So
his
do you grab
shitty
the hand
van.
do you grab the open hand or the hand that has the wallet in it?
No, I don't grab it. I just put my hand on top of the hand that has the wallet on it, like, "Hey, no, it's fine," and just kind of lower it.
But we need I need like a room or something, little bro. I need a bed. I like had a major boner, man. Wait, no. Mixing up my terminologies. What year is it? Fucking wipeout, man.
You won't be paying for it, Billy. Put the wallet down.
Who will?
No, it's really okay. We promise.
All right. Sure. Whatever. Tired.
Jesse will go back and he will do the thing.
The thing.
He will grab some cash monies and put it in his own little wallet before putting the poster back up.
Shanty,
Yeah?
are my CDs okay?
What now?
Are my CDs okay?
Yeah.
I need that one again.
Are my CDs okay, Shanty?
CDs. Okay. Sure, yeah, yes, your CDs are fine. Don't worry.
Rockin'.
Nothing wrong with your CDs at all. Shanty has not checked the CDs.
They should be fine.
They should be fine.
You did nothing that could have endangered them.
And that's my story, and that's what I'm gonna stick with.
Yeah.
Jesse comes
Because
back.
absolutely nothing bad ever happens.
Nothing bad happened.
Jesse
We're
just
totally
comes.
fine.
Jesse comes out your weave with a fat stack of cash. Just out of nowhere.
He does not come out with a fat stack. He put like a couple 20s inside of his little dinky wallet.
That's fair.
Before covering the patch up again with the poster. Not a map. It was a map.
You should get a money clip. You know?
Yeah, toss it
and
up
be all fancy.
You want my money? Come and get it.
Then toss it
You
into
want
an
my
alleyway.
money? Go get it.
Use a JJ Bittenbinder method.
Street smarts. Okay.
Street smarts. Comes out.
Okay, D2 Eshu actually clearly worried about you. Okay.
Oh.
Although that might just be because you all look like
beat up
meth kids.
Shit.
Scared children.
I do not look like a meth kid. I am
I
covered
do.
in my own blood.
Fair enough.
And your arms at a really weird angle.
If you
Yeah.
if you at all listen to what those two are saying, the husband was just talking to his wife. And go, well, they certainly butchered the Queen's English, but I bet they have some interesting stories to tell. We should invite them up. We should invite them up to our room. The woman just nods, agreeing with him. And then goes to you. Would you like to stay in the same hotel we're staying in? It has very agreeable prices. And maybe we can converse a bit. Tell some tales.
Bro.
I do like
Sounds
agreeable
like a
things.
party.
Yeah, and I'll probably be showing up around 20, 25 minutes or so after you guys first get there.
As soon as Kevinheimer gets here, we can't start the party without the Kev.
Oh.
Jesse puts a hand inside of his big old. Puts a hand fucking English.
What?
Puts his hand inside of his jacket and pulls out the walkie-talkie and kind of wiggles it at Billy. We should hear him once he comes in.
Rockin'.
While you wait, The three Boggans with pillows and blankets kind of try to force them on Billy just to make him comfortable.
Oh,
You
Oh,
will
He
take
wants
these
to or
pillows.
not.
Oh, too tight, too tight. Ow.
Like a blanket so thick it will suffocate you if you're not careful. Probably weighs as
yo,
much
give
as
the
you.
man some space.
Aw.
They're trying to help. You look hurt.
It's
You
real-
look uncomfortable.
It's real nice of y'all, but a little bit of space.
The fourth Boggan just tries to offer coffee to everyone with like little plastic cups.
Shanty takes it.
Sure, that sounds pretty good.
Jesse does not take it.
It's probably
Mostly
good.
because he wants to sleep as soon as they get in the fucking room. He has been
Sleeps for a
up for a
week.
long time.
Billy takes it because all the worst horror stories start with a pissed off Bogan.
If the Bogan is like super insistent about it, he's gonna take the coffee. But God,
Oh, he,
You never know. You never know whether or not they'll be fucking polite, but you never know whether they're unseelie. They're always super nice until they're not.
until they're not.
Until
then you
they're
get
not.
the fights.
the Boggan the Boggan tries several times to give Jesse a coffee, and when Jesse continues to refuse, he just shrugs and hands you a business card.
Jesse,
It's apparently for a
The-
local
the-
Starbucks.
Jesse does not refuse the cup of coffee the second time.
Oh, good then. In that case, he gives you the business card after you drank it.
And Jesse just looks at him and says, "Thank you kindly."
Oh, no problem. Maybe
Just this.
maybe I can visit later.
Yeah, sounds like a sick time, bro.
These
Also,
poor,
you know,
fucked up looking children.
gotta say, I do like the idea of a magical field. There's just a Starbucks in there.
Well,
Honestly,
yeah,
same.
there's Starbucks everywhere.
Yeah,
Exactly.
franchising.
They ever tell you about the grand mosaic, Billy?
The fuck is that?
Jesse glances at Shanty. I presume
Shanty.
they will tell him vastly different stories about the grand mosaic while waiting for Kevin to arrive.
Oh, absolutely.
It is basically the dick vandalization of dick vandalization, a beautiful mosaic of like drawn peanuts.
Yep.
Because that's what small town prepubescent boys deem as funny and worthwhile.
And by God, it is.
They will tell him a story while they wait.
Well, let's wait for Kevin to arrive, I guess.
Yeah, anyway, in
Rad.
around 20, 25 minutes or so, you'll hear on the radio or walkie-talkie, "Shh. All right, bitches, I'm here.
Oh my
Over."
God, he's here.
Oh dear, that must be the knocker. Says the Ashu.
Head for the concerned crowd.
Shh. Which fucking crowd? There's like 15 of them.
Look for the one that's most concerned.
You,
Yeah.
all of you, basically, well, most of you. The Ashu, one of the Boggans, the others left. The two Ashu and one of the Boggans, took you to the side of the road, so you're not in the way.
Yay, went on the way.
You're still kind of near the RV, but it's like,
Shh.
you're not parking in front
Oh
of a
wait, I
fire
think
hydrant or something.
Shh. Wait a fucking minute. I see that badass sail and pirate flag I put up on the RV.
Yeah.
Heading over.
Hey, I was the one who
Over.
put that one up.
Sorry, I guess I should have said we, but whatever. And then I
That's mine.
show up.
You actually
He
park
shows
in
up
front.
in a blaze of light.
Does your car still look like a ship, Or not at all?
You see, because we are in the dreaming and in a freehold,
Yeah.
my car now looks like an oversized Hot Wheels car.
Yeah, but does it still have the stupid boat parts on it?
Yes.
Great.
You mean the genius boat
The
parts?
genius boat parts, yes.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I'll
The
get out and start taking those off of my car, but not the RV just yet.
not the RV. The RV still looks like an RV because it's a normal fucking car.
Yeah.
It looks out of place.
It's for
Although not
Jesse
that
is
much.
Jesse's just like, who wrote boat on the side of my RV?
On the
In
I
other
had
side,
a
fucking
damn
spray
good
paint.
reason for it.
on the
Don't
other
worry,
side
your
too.
pretty little head.
On the other side too.
Jesse kind of like looks at him and then walks around really quick. Both sides.
Okay, I had two good fucking reasons to do that.
How am I gonna clean that off?
With soap?
With some damn soap? What the hell
Spray-
else would you use?
Spray paint's a little fucking difficult, bud.
A hose?
You can probably get something
You
in the
can
freehold.
you can figure this shit out. And besides, I spray painted my car too.
Oh yeah, we're the boat gang now. We're
Yeah!
land pirates.
We're boating it out.
Johnny will pipe up and go to Kevin. Why didn't you cross the river then?
I said I ran into some fucking issues while doing it.
Couldn't get your magic up, huh? Happens to the best of us.
You know, if your magic doesn't come up in about 3 to 4 hours, it's time to consult your physician.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's only when it stays up for 4 hours. Get it right, Gibbs.
Well, I got your piece of shit RV across, so I'm just gonna count that as a win.
My RV is a masterpiece. It's a family heirloom.
It's an
You mean the
antique.
one that's broken down at least 3 goddamn times since we left Dog Ditch?
She's sensitive when you yell at her.
Gotta treat her all kind, like.
By the way,
could I so this is like gnarly and all, but could I get an actual splint on my arm or something? This really hurts.
Oh, shit, yeah.
oh,
Like, could you
yes.
go get the doctor?
The two Eshu look
Quit
at
your
you.
whine.
Okay, you first, Mitch.
Quit your whining, you little bitch. You'll be fine tomorrow.
It's actually gonna take a couple of days.
Yeah.
Don't. Just because he'll be fine tomorrow don't mean he gotta suffer right now.
Want some? Do you want some ibuprofen?
Would you like a Tylenol?
We got ibuprofen.
Do you like some baby
Ibuprofen?
aspirin? You like some baby
Mm.
aspirin?
You can snort
Uh,
it.
I'm sure if you ask Shanty nice enough, he'll scare up some heroin for you.
Oh, shoot, I got all kinds of cousins, all kinds of places. I probably could.
Exactly.
We gotta do that part later. 'Cause you're right.
Ben, he's gonna throw some righteous parties when he gets older.
Anyway, the two Eshus, more the female one, the doctor one, kind of goes near to you and urges you to kind of follow them. All right, let's go to the hotel. Let's go to the hotel, kids. We can talk there later, and you don't want to run into the more interesting inhabitants of this freehold.
Jesse, who's just a small plucky boy, just seems to have been starting to walk out into the freehold's crowd And when she's like, "Come now, children, come, children," he just stops with this clueless little look and goes, and just kind of points into the general vicinity and goes, "Doctor."
Oh,
I the issue that I am a doctor, dear. I am a doctor. I can certainly give your friend a splint and come tomorrow. He will be able to move it a bit again, and come the day after tomorrow. He will be fine.
yeah, he'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
You're in a freehold now, dear. You're safe, all of you.
Jesse.
Well,
Shanty gets a
from
downright perplexed expression on his face.
So did Jesse. Jesse and Shanty are sitting there like, what? What? Safe? What?
What were
come
safe?
on, little Grums.
That's
So
weird.
good.
Safe's a thing that you
Yeah,
can be?
yeah.
She looks to her husband, who says, oh, there's that American education again. Told you about it, dear.
And Jesse kind of walks over and joins in the little group.
You might talk to other Pookie, little Grommet.
Hey,
But-
what now?
Fucking rockin'.
Jesse
Talk to
can.
other Pookies and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
His
I
little
heard
changeling
yeah.
form fluffs up, and you're not sure if it's in worry or excitement.
Someone probably already seen you anyways. They have ways. Puka always have ways.
Jesse slowly raises up
Billy gets
his.
this really far off look in his eyes for just a second.
Ain't
Goes
nothing
Jesse-
back
wrong with
to Billy.
having ways.
Jesse kind of raises up his hands and covers his chest like an exposed female.
All right. So will you follow those two to the hotel?
Yes.
I sure am. They
He'll-
seem like nice enough people.
He'll follow, but he'll dip out and not too awful long. He just wants to make sure Billy is all right and everything's situated and
That's
paid
fair.
for.
No, that's fair. They lead you to their hotel, which is a 3-story building, which looks honestly incredibly boring. Like, it's functional, but there's nothing special about it. It looks cheap.
Oh, by the way, this is the cab. As he points towards Kevin. This is the guy we're waiting for.
Yeah, I'll reach out my hand to shake with the doctor dude.
He's a pretty swell
Lady.
dude.
The lady doctor.
Right, sorry. Lady doctor.
Pleased to meet you, young fella. Anyway,
Pleased to come across your acquaintance too.
Oh, nice.
You'll also notice him slightly straining to try to be somewhat polite and not swear at her.
Impressive.
Jesse notices this and just looks at Kevin, and you can almost see just this little hint of goblin-esque imp inside.
If you pay attention, you will also hear him immediately after that mumble under his breath, "Shit, ass, cock, fuck, shit, bitch, shit," to just try to get it out of his system.
Ah,
Oh.
that's more like it.
Jesse will stand up straighter, having. Ooh, yeah, that felt great. Just very quietly, Shanty can hear. Called it.
Anyway, the hotel, which I would love to come up with a name for the hotel, but I can't think of anything.
The Shanty's Hotel.
No. Oh, I know. It just, there's a
Puka Perch!
no, there's a big
Hey!
sign over the hotel which just says the barn with like a sign proudly proclaiming the 5th best hotel in the freehold. What do we call the freehold?
This
Freehold?
freehold.
No, it should have a name. It's a tourist trap after all.
Be
True.
back in a minute.
Sioux Falls. Also, hey.
You think they would just go for Sioux Falls? They might actually.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'd probably be named whatever the fuck the reigning she wants to call it.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's something super fucking fancy. Probably vaguely related to the fucking Nunahay they stabbed to death to take the freehold from.
The 5th best hotel in the Glittering Pearl Freehold. There you go.
Nice.
Very proudly of that too. You have a feeling there's only 5 hotels there though. It would fit.
Jesse looks at the hotel.
Well,
And
they're all
then-
bugging. They probably like take turns who has like the number one best hotel every day. It's probably all run by the same fucking family, knowing Boggin.
Probably. So anyway,
Just-
you enter the barn. There's like, and it looks inside like a barn. It's very Western themed.
That's pretty authentic.
And behind the counter is a setter, grinning
Oh, shit.
wildly, waving at you. Howdy! What can I do you for?
Shanty immediately perks up and gives the hugest grin. Ha! We'd like a room!
Certainly. Big one, small one. How many people? No, how many horses are in your party?
I ain't got no horses, but I got like a pigeon. I'm like a goat guy.
A goat? You just called him a goat guy in front of a setter. Wow.
He's a
He is a satyr.
himself.
So I come back to the sounds of cooing. It's almost as if I never left.
Ah, Dr. Millicent. Dr. Millicent, do you...
Dr. Medicine?
Yes, the doctor issue.
Dr. Medicine.
Dr.
Oh,
Millerson. That's what she
Dr.
thought.
Medicine.
He's not Dr. Fuck it. Goddamn pigeons and their bad hearing. Anyway, the satyr goes like, Doctor, are they with you? Are they friends? And Eshu looks to you for, well, confirmation basically. Do you want to be friends?
Yeah.
Huge smile. Yes, very friend. Much happy.
Yes, I suppose.
Jesse shrugs.
Wow.
Yes, I suppose they are. Put them in a room next to ours, please. If they can't afford it, we will produce a difference.
No, Jesse like kind of shakes his hand like, nah, Mrs. It's all right.
Takes all the
kind of sheepishly, he kind of steps up towards the little counter, and kind of stands up on the tippy toes he's got.
takes
kinda
out a
like-
huge wad of ones.
No, he like takes out his dinky little wallet. Goes, how much?
Oh my. Well, since you're all children, we can give you a lower rate. Let's say, well, I assume you share a room. Let's say 100 a night. Would that be good?
You could see just
Sounds good.
You could see a small flinch in Jesse's face, but he kind of pulls out his dinky little wallet and he puts down a few crumply 20s. He
Aw.
signs it across the fucking counter
Satyr-
with
the-
his little fucked up fingers.
The satyr looks at you, your friends, takes the money, and then adjusts his stupid cowboy hat that he's wearing, and goes, I suppose this is all right then, little miss. It's all right then, little sport. And I assume I won't have to ask you for ID. And he winks at you, like he knows what you're doing there.
I ain't got no driver's license.
Don't you worry, little gentleman. We get groups like you every once so often. Gotta grow your horns sometimes, is what I'm saying. Learned that from my pa.
I don't got horns.
Just go with it.
Wait a
No.
fucking
Yeah,
minute.
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you did.
See how
What?
little Shanny numbers? Shanny does. He's got horns.
I do. He brushes back his
And like,
wild bangs,
so,
and he's got the tiniest, most adorable little knobs.
actually, Johnny also has horns, but he probably like uses those to murder bears or something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Uh,
totally, yeah.
Jesse just has a bunch of feathers.
Anyway, the satyr behind the counter gives you your room key. There's a number on it, no problem. And also 2 brochures for the entire freehold, like where to go to see what things. And the other brochure is the same, only for the more R-rated uh, things to see.
Jesse
So the
taps his little hand
fun
up
stuff.
onto the counter. He's like straight. He reaches and he grabs them both, and he looks at him, and then he tucks the R-rated one inside of his jacket and looks around.
The satyr nods knowingly. He knows exactly what you're after.
By the way, just as a note for a visual difference between what it's like being actually on the other side of the dreaming and a freehold. Basically, right now, everybody's a fucking changeling, and nobody can actually see what your normal main, what your oh fuck, there's your main, and then your fuck, which is nobody can see what you look like as a person right now.
Yep.
So you're actually like full on fucking changelinged out, and like your voile or your voile, which is actually fairly nice changeling clothing. So
Hell yeah.
nobody looks like fucking super dumpy poor bitch.
You know, he has a point. I did forget that.
Jesse just kind of looked like a just a very sad case. The most he's got on is like a fucking tattered jacket.
Well, no.
No.
So we explained this before, but a voile is essentially the clothing that your face side wears. It's the clothing that your face side first manifests with. So there was your fuck. I can't remember the two terms. Your main and your fucking seeming, right? So your main is what you look like as a dude, and your seeming is what you look like as a fucking fairy bitch. And when you first catalyst, your seeming is also properly dressed. It is a set of clothing that is fairly finely crafted. It's all chimerical, and it also looks based off of what kind of person you are. One of the traits of the voile is that no matter where you are or what you change into, you'll always have your voile on hand. It's basically kind of like your signature set of clothing. So like Billy's voile looks like a fucking Italian, like an Italian fencer looking motherfucker.
Like a
While
musketeer.
Johnny's like a musketeer. While Johnny looks like this big, weird fantasy biker bitch.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Kev looks like a fucking craftsman. With like his
Yes.
fucking poopy slash sleeves and shit.
I don't know if we ever
So
established what
Jesse,
Shanty looks like.
we have
Yeah,
not
we
established.
have.
We have established what Shanty's voile looks like,
Oh,
but
Yep.
Jesse right now doesn't look like a poor kid.
Okay.
okay,
He
fair
actually is fairly well dressed. He looks cared for. I mean, unless he's like a fucking red cap, which he isn't. But all red cap look like fucking murder hobos. Anyways,
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
red caps.
so he looks like something. He looks dressed, and it's generally fairly fancy and very playful, especially with Puka. He's dressed appropriately for a fucking pigeon Puka, who's a little fucking rat terrier kid.
Okay. All right then. So you don't look like. Yeah, no, he's right. You don't look like meth kids.
You don't look like a little trash goblin, basically.
Yeah.
You just look like a
Aw.
regular little goblin.
You just behave like one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it sounds like Jesse, like at his heart, is just a little trash goblin.
That is
Yep.
exactly what he is. He is a trash. He just cavorts in the garbage.
He came into this world
Also,
dressed in a garbage bag.
He
also,
came
if
into-
you meet an actual goblin, you'll want to drown that fucker in a sink. Like actual goblins are fuckholes.
But they're
I would
goblins.
imagine.
Anyway,
Uh,
the two issues kind of look very, God, stereotypically British, I want to say. Like he has like the guy has a suit and top hat, and she has like well a mod.
Petticoats and petticoats
No,
and
no, no, no,
petticoats.
no, no, something more modern, something you can actually walk in, but still very kind of modern, but slightly Victorian, like a nice mix. And she looks like a professional, despite all. Although that might just be her mannerisms. Anyway, so you get your key, you get the brochure for the R-rated stuff, which Jesse apparently just takes.
Yeah.
A little
He-
horn dog.
We're
And
pulling all the stops.
Also, one thing to note is that fucking goblins are actually distant cousins of God. What are they called? Knockers, and knockers fucking hate them
Ah, nice.
because they fuck up everything.
oh,
Are they the ones who, randomly break down machinery and stuff?
Yes,
yep,
and they love spending time with their knocker cousins.
yeah, I can see why.
So basically, they're that little annoying cousin who demands to borrow your shit and always breaks it.
Yes, as a childling, as like a fucking grump, they're like the creepy uncle that you really don't want around your kids.
Gross.
Are those the ones that sit on on like the wings of planes?
Yes,
Good.
they're cunts.
I
They're
knew
all
it.
cunts, and I fucking hate goblins.
Bunch of assholes. You hate everyone. You hate Piskies too.
I only truly hate Piskies and goblins because fucking Piskies have killed so many of my characters by just being fucking Piskies. And the last time I was around a goblin, he stole my fucking car engine. That wouldn't have been that big of a deal, except I was running from a brouhaha.
Well,
Oh
that's
shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's a story I
those
want to
are
hear in
the-
at a later date.
Oh, it's fucking
Anyway,
terrible.
so what are you doing now? Do you go to the hotel room? Like get at least set up there?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I get my arms splinted and I go lie the fuck down.
Yeah. It takes like half an hour. She has like a Dr. Millicent actually has like a proper first aid kit and all that stuff with her for reasons that she hasn't told you. But if you ask, she probably will tell you anyway. So you get a proper splint. You get some actual painkillers that help you kind of drift out a bit if you want to.
Yay.
And she gives you some extra for, just in case the pain comes back. And then she writes you a bill over $5,000. No, of course not.
Oh,
She's
well,
European. She doesn't
we're
go
in
for that shit.
America again.
No, she's European. She doesn't go for that shit.
Oh, fair.
She lets you.
That's sweet of her.
She just lets you wait for 7 hours in a crowded hallway until you die of a heart attack.
Yay!
No, no, you get your arm splintered. She remarks how. I did you do you tell her how this happened?
Oh yeah.
Because it's a good story
We're
and all that.
fucking This is totally a fucking story.
Yeah, she's delighted to hear you tell stuff. You have the feeling she doesn't see so many Eshu around for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's kind of being an issue.
Yeah. She tells you offhandedly she goes on a lot of travels like around the world, especially right now with like early 90s.
Righteous.
The end of the Cold War means she has even more stuff to do in even more places.
Yeah.
And she offhandedly remarks how lucky you got that you didn't break your fucking neck. She doesn't say fuck. She doesn't say fucking. She just you got insanely lucky, and maybe next time don't do the thing you did.
I probably shouldn't, but turned out well.
She doesn't comment on that part. She tells you a nice story about something similar happening when she visited South Africa back in the
Nice.
back in the mid 70s. Apparently, someone
Oh.
Yeah, apparently some redcap or something tried to start a gang fight and did much the same thing, just kind of tried to launch a vehicle, although in this case as a weapon, into the enemy.
Yeah,
And
it
it
sounds.
ended quite differently.
Yeah, I don't think we had anything explosive on the RV. I think.
I
I mean, we
mean,
had Shanty's mixtapes, which are pretty fire, but
Let me
it's
give you
kind of really loud.
let me give you one tip, young one. If you do this again,
What's that?
if you do this again and you try to use it as a weapon, make sure that it hits everyone because the survivors will be very, very angry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, your splint is done. I suggest you lie down somewhere, although seeing how young you are, I doubt you will do that. So please just keep pressure off the arm, try not to move it too much until tomorrow. And here's
Red. I'm probably gonna go pass out in my bed now. This really is painful.
very well. If the pain comes back, take these, and she hands you like a handful of pills.
Awesome. Thanks, Doc.
One at a time, young one. One at a time.
All right,
I'm not
you
saying
got you.
it won't be deadly, but you won't enjoy the trip, trust me.
No props. Props, Doc. Have a good night. Billy heads to his.
Well, have a good night. It's kind of still early morning or something like that.
And then Billy just
We
kind of
have not
passes
slept all
out.
night.
That's true, you
We have
hadn't
And
not.
slept
then,
all night.
and then Billy just proceeds to pass out, not on top of his broken arm, on like the nearest soft thing when he gets into his room.
Yeah. Let's say that's a couch.
Flop.
Big
Oh,
fluffy
everything's
couch.
so funny.
So yeah, Billy's out
My head
right now.
still hurts. I hear artillery. This is terrible.
Oh.
At least he's in the present. What about the rest of you? Jesse wanted to abscond, I think.
Jesse, after, making sure Billy was okay, will take a couple dollars from his little wallet, stick them inside of his pocket, and then hand the rest of his wallet to Shanty because he plans on going out, and he doesn't trust any place that might have a pisky in it. He
Oh,
didn't. He didn't trust Zeffy's character to begin with. He wanted to leave without her.
uh,
Shanty takes the wallet and salutes. I shall guard this with my life.
I don't thought you go out together.
I'm also coming with you.
Well, then he takes it and he pokes it inside of the pillowcase of the bed that Jesse will claim as his.
Fair enough. Also, Shanty claims the bed next to his.
He'll claim this bed by kind of ruffling his fingers through his quote unquote hair and letting a few feathers fall onto the bed.
I should maybe mention there's only one bed in the room.
All right.
It's
Spooning time!
a big queen-sized one, so technically, okay, excluding Johnny, 3 of you would fit in it.
Spooning.
Johnny would not fit in it.
Spooning.
yeah, sounds like it.
All
Yeah,
right.
it sounds right.
So yeah.
Also, I have to be right back for a moment.
Okay.
Also,
If anything, I can sleep inside of the RV.
also speaking of Johnny, he kind of looms in one corner, kind of just staring out the window into the, well, brightly lit tourism trap that is this freehold.
Hey,
Then
hey,
turns.
Johnny.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, let's go. Johnny turns to you. What?
Are you gonna stay in here and keep watch over Billy?
Looks to Billy. Looks outside. Maybe.
Hard maybe or soft maybe?
When do the clubs open here?
He pauses.
You have a brochure, you
and
know.
almost reaches in. He almost reaches inside of his jacket for that brochure, but then pauses. What kind of club?
Johnny doesn't really say anything like at first. Has to think a bit. The adult ones.
Ah, then he reaches inside of his jacket and pulls out the brochure and flips through it. You a tits or an ass man, Johnny?
Johnny actually blushes a bit. I mean, this is clearly new for him. He just, he saw it on TV, wants to see stuff. He's young, full of hormones, big and strong.
I'm so horny and full of rage.
Pretty
So
much, yeah. He's
eggs.
14. He needs to get his rocks off.
Stressful
Oh
situation.
yeah, that's right. Johnny's like 14.
Yeah.
Johnny's like that kid with like the testosterone level of a 25-year-old.
Jesse is also 14.
And Johnny says, "Still like a beginner one."
I'm back.
All right. Jesse and Johnny are discussing R-rated clubs.
Oh my.
Just pick the
You know, the
nearest.
fun ones.
Just pick the nearest
Okay.
strip club or something. Like
Hmm.
anything not too shady.
All right. He looks through it.
Shanti will reach out and put a hand on the brochure and look at Jesse very sincerely. But Jesse, is this saying godly? halfway through the word, he cannot help but grin.
Jesse just like flops over, trying. Just like his hands are covering his mouth. He's like wheezing, trying not to like cackle because Billy's trying to fucking sleep.
Oh, by the way, when you take a look at the brochure, you see there's one strip club nearby that proudly boasts that they are open from 7 to 10. 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., mind you.
Ah,
Gotta have an early start.
Gotta go to that.
Hey, you up for 7 to 10, titty?
Yeah, I'm up for any titty anytime.
Johnny
Uh.
shrugs.
I ain't going inside of the club. You're going by yourself, Johnny boy.
Going to a strip club at 7 a.m. That's the saddest thing. Jesus Christ. Like, imagine the dancers. God.
Just tired.
Drinking a coffee on stage, not even trying.
yeah, just completely phoning it in.
And
You
Johnny.
can go if you want to, Johnny. And he
Maybe
like
later.
kind of he flaps the naughty brochure onto the bed after looking at a few more. And
Johnny picks it up, folds through it, reads something, then puts it back. I'll wait here until 7 p.m. Stares out the window again.
alrighty.
Alrighty then.
I'm keeping the walkie-talkie on me.
I'll take the other one.
And with that, Jesse nods to Shanty, and I presume they fuck off.
Yep,
Yep, to
they
where?
did indeed.
Where do you go? Also, loud cat in the background. Cute.
Yep, he does that.
Where do
I
you
think
go?
we just go out and we
Where's
we
Kevin?
look for what's cool.
Yeah, and where's Kevin?
Yep.
Wanna go with them? Just curse
May
at
as
the
well.
world. Curse at the world in general. These two in particular.
May as well.
Yeah. Well, now that you can take a closer look around, without Billy whining and crying about, oh, my arm is broken. Oh, no. What a bitch. No,
Ah,
no. Now that you can take it.
Fucking wimp.
Now that you can take a closer look around, it's that cat noise.
well.
Uh,
Wow, wow.
Whoa, what's this?
Whoa, whoa,
anyway,
Whoa.
whoa.
you notice yeah, there's a ton of boggins around, like a ton, outnumbering everyone else, and making a ton of money as it looks.
Yes, they do.
There are a handful of rarer, uh, rarer Fey and Changelings, including two redcaps, who are kind of trying their best not to socialize with anyone else. It's probably for the best.
Jesse will hold on to Chansey out of pure instinct
They are
when
basically
he spots the red caps.
they're standing in a corner looking like, well, like punks, smoking, pointing at anyone else and laughing. Like there's really
I, I
harsh. They're really
I'd
harsh
like to
laugh.
know.
What?
Red caps
Shanty.
are unfortunately not a rare changeling. You just normally can't see them.
You know what?
Bad for you.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
They seem
Shanty
rare
is-
in this part of the freehold. Let's say that.
They seem
Shanty's
rare
like
up until
spooked.
there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah. Hopefully there are not a whole lot of them suddenly.
Hopefully.
Anyway, you can also see other piskies, which you mainly recognize by them, well, looking like whoever they're standing near to,
Fair? Fair
and
enough.
like
Very
and
fair.
pinching things, and then getting caught while pinching things and getting a stern talking to.
Beautiful.
Jesse has a particular eye out for other, like, maybe a group of puka. Because.
Uh,
burp.
you you see
Fuck!
you can see the odd puka, but like you can see two, like what are they called? Fuck, the little ones, like really small children pukas. I forgot the name.
Babies.
Childings?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can
It's
see
something.
you can see two of them. You recognize them by the large tails that hang out of their pants, basically.
Aw,
They look like part fox, and
that's
are with
adorable.
another changeling with kind of looks like a knocker. So who knows what that is about? You haven't seen any like adult or other um what are you people?
Yeah, with that
Wilder.
thing.
No, yeah,
That's
yeah, you're wilder. You haven't seen any other wilder or adult pukas yet. You have seen the odd elf, who basically stand out by literally standing out, kind of making their own space, making their own room in the world.
Those guys are fancy, aren't they, Shanny?
are they real fancy?
One should note that some Shia actually go above 5 appearance, so they are quite literally unearthly beautiful.
Yeah. Well,
Jesse,
the ones
don't
you
do
s-
it!
the ones you see aren't quite
Shanty,
there.
don't do it.
The ones you see aren't quite there, but they do look certainly look much different than what you have seen in your hometown, because there were no elves
Even
there.
like
Yeah.
even like plain Shia are really, really
Yeah.
attractive.
Shanty looks at Jesse. Wanna fuck with him?
I don't wanna. Listen, Shanny. These folks is real fancy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's we
Real
gonna
fancy.
do? Please walk me through what you're thinking you might want to do.
Well, I know exactly what I might want to do. But something tells me it'd be awful fun to spill something on him.
It probably would be.
I'm gonna send you a PM real quick.
Okay.
Continue.
Well, Shanny,
Yeah.
I mean, what if they's upstanding folk? We just got here.
It's true. We did just get here. But look at them. They so fancy though.
We can look, but there ain't gonna be no touching or fucksins with. It's like looking at a great peacock.
Where did that? What is that? What kind of comparison is that?
I almost said great white whale, okay? Shut up.
Don't touch the great white whale. It'll cost you your leg.
All right. All right. They look so fancy. Something in me just wants to fuck with them, you know?
You are such a menace.
Shanny, that's
Yeah,
because
you
you're
really
a
are.
menace.
I know. My dad says so all the time too.
Nah, I don't mean any harshness by it, Shanny.
Shanty grins and punches Jesse's shoulder in a camaraderie-ish way.
Jesse grumbles and punches him back in the same way, but then holds onto his hand because you will not be reaching for anything to fuck with these guys before kind of like carefully getting closer because ooh, whoa.
Oh, whoa!
Ooh.
Shanty has
Well,
So these
sparkly eyes.
now I wanna
Hard
die.
eyes, motherfucker.
Anyway, what are you? So you're not fucking with the elf.
I am genuinely disappointed in you.
Me kind of too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so
Hello?
since you're
Hello.
not fucking with her, I should say. You notice as the crowd parts a bit more, it lets through a big troll who seems even larger than Johnny.
Now that is someone I'm not gonna fuck with.
Yeah, and
Fucks, I cut out.
there's a
Hello.
there's a large troll.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Bigger than John.
parting the cloud behind the female elf, and then just kind of standing beside her, looking very protective. Probably a bodyguard. So
Jesse,
shame you
trash
didn't fuck with
boy
her.
that he is. Walks over. Excuse me, missus.
The troll kind of instantly whirls around, ready to like defend his
Charge.
his charge. Yes, and then sees this tiny fucking bird puka there. Just very visibly relaxes, and towers like he's like 3 times your size.
He does flinch at
It's
the fucking
unsettling.
sudden movement of what the fuck.
It's unsettling.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very tall. It's unsettling. The elf turns around, looks down. Yes, child.
I was just wondering. He's just marveling at this otherworldly beautiful elf lady.
Please, child, gather your composure and use your words.
How did you get so birdie?
That's what it is.
Shanty comes in behind him. Is it L'Oreal like in the commercials?
Oh, was it
She
maybe
begins to-
made by Lane?
She begins to say it is part of my birth and then gets cut off by the L'Oreal bit. Turns around with a mumbled impudence.
Did you call us an imp? We ain't imps.
She's not one of the ones that like to laugh.
No, she does her best to ignore you now. Just browsing the nearby store, which happens to be a bookstore, by the way.
Huh. Well, Jesse will look at the troll and go, "Thanks for not punching me," and kind of walk off. Shanny.
The troll rolls
As they-
his eyes. Not getting paid
As
enough
they
for this
walk
shit.
off, Shanty will go, "Did I say something wrong?"
Nah, Shanny. She just don't want to tell you about her secret.
Well, that ain't rightfully fair of her.
Out of the
Uh,
corner of your eye.
Gosh darn, elves keep them all purdy to themselves.
out of the
it's like the Will of Purdy.
out of the corner of your eye, Shanty, you see a shadow
Yeah.
move, kind of flicker, and
Okay,
then
percolate roll.
someone is near you
Oh shit.
with a very pale, I want to say ugly face. Looks you
Shanty,
directly, looks you in the eye. The elves are not forthcoming with their secrets.
Shanty immediately flinches back, trips and scurries behind Jesse. Jesus motherfucking Christ on the cross!
Jesse is in like battle pose now. He's like, whoa.
He's got
Jumping
like the
Jesus on a
hands up,
pogo stick.
like the karate chop hands up, like it's chasing out of Karate Kid.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Who's a
exactly.
fucking you?
Who's a fucking you?
Anyway, in front of you is a Sluag. Now,
The whispery motherfuckers.
yes,
Oh yeah.
this guy, and you're pretty sure it's a guy. Who can tell?
Yeah,
Is
it can be a bit hard to tell
it
at
can
times.
be, yeah. It like all
You
Sluag,
generally-
he's kind of lanky, kind of very pale, has no teeth, black lips, and really small, kind of tired eyes.
Oh.
Unusually for the Sluag, this one actually looks you right in the eye.
Holy shit. Shanty
Huh,
looks down
well,
at it
I'll
with
be.
a huge.
yeah.
But would Shanty be looking down at it considering his
The Sluag appears to be kind of your size.
disadvantage? Fair enough.
All right.
Shanty looks at it
The
with huge
Kittles.
eyes.
It's a chillins. It's a chillin.
Okay.
They're the best.
Jesse starts to like bite at his nails.
Also, he's wearing very, very black, very gothy attire. Like kind of like a, God, like a weird goth kid at school, basically.
Childling Slew are the best.
What's your name, stranger? And Jesse holds out his little fucking hand, his little bird boy hand.
Sorry, wait, what?
Well, Jesse held out his hand and said, "What's your name, stranger?" And with his pretty voice, his pretty little bird voice.
The Slovak looks at your hand, and then kind of very slowly takes it, but shakes it enthusiastically. and goes, "What? My name's Jonathan."
Howdy, Jonathan.
It's mighty nice to meet you, Shanty says, having recovered and now beaming happily as always.
What are you doing?
This is. Well, we kinda had to bustle on in when one of our friends got plowed by a giraffe.
Yeah, like his entire left side got all fucked up and shit. He broke his arm, some of his ribs, his fingers got dislocated. It was real nasty.
Yeah, some shit fucking happened.
The Slovak grins wildly towards Jesse, then turns to Shanty. Amazing. And what's the truth?
Oh wow.
No, really.
Well, not ain't a single word I said weren't the truth. Except it weren't a giraffe. He just kind of punched a vehicle. Like being run over by a car, except you're the one doing the running over.
I want to know more.
Well,
We
come
needed to
on.
get the fuck away from some police. So we got the fuck away from some police.
Kevin is there?
Yes, he went with you.
Oh my god,
Kevin
you're right.
apparently through adult supervision. Poor guy.
Ah, well, he said nothing about the elf. Anyway, if there's any good places to drink around here, maybe we could sit down and chit chat with you for a minute or two.
Yes, good place. Come, I'll show you.
Anyone ever told you that you got an absolutely enrapturing voice, buddy?
Yes, constantly.
So one should note that it is actually a flaw for Slua.
Yeah, we know.
It's
It's
Yeah.
you got a
do.
whisper.
We know.
Yep.
No, it's gregarious. You could take it as an actual flaw. It gives you points that you're friendly to people as a Slua.
Aw.
Oh,
He probably
You know-
has that.
that was gonna be my backup character.
Probably has that.
And I think I know what he has.
Anyway, he
I'm sorry, I'll shut the fuck up.
he leads you, and he walks really weirdly. By the way, like he has no bones, kind of slithering.
Well, yeah.
Ugh.
Touches.
Yeah, he's a slua.
Yeah, he leads
Well.
you into he leads you into a shady alleyway between the Starbucks and some other place, and then around two more corners, and you arrive at well, for lack of a better term, a pub. Like a
Ah,
very
hell yeah, now we in business.
like a small, uh, well taken care of pub building, but really hidden away from the public eye.
Ah, this is a real nice place.
This is probably
I can see nothing wrong with this.
This is probably one of the more local joints, not for the tourists, because they will.
Nice.
It's a local job for local peoples.
We are definitely not getting murdered here.
Absolutely not. Let's go in.
You
Duh, don't you guys got any trust in you?
you enter the pub in the dark alley, and inside it's still pretty dark, and you hear a lot of whispers that go quiet the instant you step inside the door, with the light flooding in, illuminating like flying dust and all that crap.
Shanty's smile illuminating just as much as the light does.
You feel like the shadows move
looks
away
around.
from you.
Jesse kind of looks around, and his own smile kind of mutes itself. He's still holding Shanty's hand, but they follow Jonathan.
It's not pitch black in there, mind you. It's just badly lit to produce the most shadow possible, basically, while still having some light.
Jesse has entered a place of power. He can do shit here.
You feel eyes upon you. Sort of. At the
Well, I
same
like
time,
this
Because we're
place.
definitely not being murdered here.
oh, definitely not. No, the the little Sluag with you goes goes in front of you. Don't be afraid. They don't like newcomers.
Jesse.
Goes to the counter and says, "Father, I've met friends. Give them something to drink, please."
Hi, I'm a friend.
Oh, I'm friend number 2.
And you
Or friend B.
you hear like a really low grumbling behind the counter, like the grumbling of a disappointed parent.
Oh. Oh.
Aww.
That's sad.
But at the same
Shanty
time,
knows that sound.
yeah, at the same time, the kid finally made some friends. Like you don't hear that in words, but
Aw.
you know it from experience.
Aw.
Oof.
Why is my child so friendly? What the fuck is this?
What is
Why
wrong
does he
with
have
that
friends?
kid? What did I do wrong?
Why won't he just sit alone in the dark like a normal kid?
Like a normal, delicate child.
Wants to go outside and play. Why can't he stay inside on the TV like normal children? Anyway, like a moment later, two tall glass of beer appear on the counter. Like clearly, that whoever is behind there doesn't care that you're young children, or like young teens.
Shanty gets all shiny-eyed, immediately reaches up and grabs one and starts drinking.
The small
You're awfully.
Sorry, you first.
You go.
No, you go. You already started drinking. So
You're, gotta say, Jonathan, You're a real breath of fresh air. Yeah, didn't think we'd see that many of folks around our age here.
Oh yes, yes. Lots of young people. Lots of hip trends and games.
How many hip trends do you know about?
Not that many, to be honest. I don't get out a lot.
Shoot,
Well-
that's alright, Shanty says, burping. Most days I don't really get out the trailer park either.
A trailer park. Tell me more.
Well, it's a park, it's full of trailers, it's where I live.
It's where they
Mostly-
shoot movies featuring banjo music.
The small okay, the Jonathan leads you in like the half darkness to an empty table in a corner. Again, you feel the shadows just like moving away from you as you pass them. No one's looking directly at you, but at the same time, they're not exactly looking away from you either.
They
Keep
are
a
keeping
vague
watch
eye.
of us out of the corner of their eyes.
So
You're kind of like two black guys who stumbled into a KKK bar.
Oh,
Only like less threatening because they don't want to kill you.
yep.
Impressive.
so how long until we hear? We don't take kindly to your folk round these parts.
Okay, you know what?
But Jonathan, I love you.
You know what? Let's do this another way. You're like two white dudes who stumbled into a black neighborhood. They don't mean you harm, but look at you. You're fucking weird. What are you doing?
Yeah, but
Oh,
you are
fuck are you?
you really look out of place.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. You also you have like the only color in this whole place. Everyone else is wearing black and gray and like dark blue, and maybe if someone is extremely fancy, a very dark green.
Holy shit.
Jesse, noticing the fashion trends, takes his jacket, puts it together at the end, zips it up, and he looks like he's wearing all black. Hey.
Shanty can't really do anything. He's in his shit. What was it called? It's not the seaming. It's the other one.
You have your main and your seaming. Your main
Yeah, I'm in your
is
main.
what you
I'm
look like
in.
as a dude, as like
I
a
know.
human. Your seaming is your whole otherkin bullshit.
Okay, so
You're in your
the
seaming.
seaming is the other kin. Okay, I'm in my
Yeah.
seaming right now, so I'm like wearing this really well, something that was once a fancy looking blue almost uniform like jacket with gold trim and like fucking embroidered flowers and plants in it, but it's also got actual flowers and plants in it, so I'm a piece of a rainbow right
You
there.
could not look more out of place.
Nope.
So wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Do you have like a little cap too? Are you like one of those little dressed like one of those little dancing monkeys with the music boxes?
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
Almost.
mean.
I have sleeves.
Oh my god, this is even better.
that's great.
How's
what
it
a-
better, Connor? Enlighten.
Mitch, what about you?
Uh. So you know the
Oh, also, I'm sorry, I've totally forgot you were there. It's 3 beers on the counter.
oh,
It's so-
okay.
It's very easy to forget about the knocker when he's not constantly swearing.
Yeah. Fortunately, it seems that you've not walked in on the slew's high tea time. Otherwise, there'd be knives.
High tea time is very important, you fucker.
It is.
Well,
Slua have an
obviously.
impenetrable set of etiquette.
You know the Stig from Top Gear.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what my voyer is.
You even have like the helmet.
With plenty of my crazy ass spiky white hair just flowing out from underneath.
Oh my god.
He's not the stick, but he is the stick's hillbilly cousin.
Yes.
Well, I would say the stick's
He's
American
not the
cousin, but that was a
Stig.
fat dude.
Yeah. He's not the Stig, but we can't tell him apart from the Stig.
God, it's been so long since I watched Top Gear.
Well, it's been a while since Clarkson had to leave, and they kind of made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, after Jeremy Clarkson got into a fist fight with some Irish guy. I
Anyway,
think that's what happened.
Maybe.
sort
Anyway.
of. He got
Sounds likely.
he got into a fist fight. He was already won, so he was let go.
No.
Anyway,
So,
Jonathan looks at you and is clearly waiting for more stories and secrets.
alrighty. So, what might take your fancy the most?
I didn't
And
get
he's
half
talking
of
to
that.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I didn't get half of that. Sorry.
Fuck.
What might take
Alrighty.
your fancy the most?
Yeah, so what shit you want to hear about?
The most exciting things. Where you come from? Why do you travel
Oh!
together? Where are your parents?
Alright. Can I roll to make, one?
Roll to,
Jesse, like...
you have to, if you want to tell the truth, that's a willpower save.
Alright, I wanna roll my willpower.
Yeah, I think it's DC 8.
Let me see.
Yeah, I have to look it up
It is
too.
a difficulty 8 willpower roll.
I was right. Good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4d10.
There you go.
Ooh, nice.
Alright. Jesse struggles through. But first off, he kind of like makes a not so cheery face at the "Where's your parents?" But he just kind of goes in. He forces his will, and we come from a place called Dog's Ditch, and in right as we were leaving, we happened to be trying to hustle up and get on this little road trip of ours.
When
'Cause
suddenly
it-
when suddenly this guy runs right out of this store that we was standing outside, and Billy, our friend who punched the car, he takes a skateboard, and he flat out just knocks this guy out. He's on the floor.
And that guy's me. I'm
And that guy's
I'm
name was me.
And surprisingly, there
That's a
wasn't
black
as much
guy.
fucking. And surprisingly, there wasn't as much blood as you'd fucking expect.
but
There's
my
still a little
name-
bit, though.
I'm pretty sure I saw some nosebleed just spurting out. It's like a little fountain, a cascade of blood.
I want to tell him about the whole like making the RV float kind of drift fly thing that Billy did.
Oh,
Because I
right,
think
yeah.
Jonathan's tiny eyes light up. Well, as much as they can light up because they're tiny. Very
It's our
beady
friend
little
Billy.
eyes.
It's our
He's
friend
an-
Billy, the same guy who clocked Jesse here in the face with a skateboard. When we was trying to run away because the police was after us, because they thought we was kidnapping Jesse here, because he was all knocked out, and we was gonna take him to the hospital, and I know Jesse all my life. We're real good mates.
oh yeah, closer
anyway,
than two peas in a pod.
Brother, if we were two peas in a pod, we'd be growing together.
Oh, anyway, so he decides that we gotta get the fuck out of here as soon as possible. So what he does is he gets all this fucking wood and he puts it all together into a ramp.
Like a real ramp, well, it's not a real ramp. It's like a makeshift ramp. The thing looks like it'll just all up and collapse the moment someone looks at it too hard.
Yeah, and he jams his music in, and the next thing I know, we were ripping through the sky. While my little sister watches, and it's playing this kind of hard music while we are just flying through the air, somehow narrowly avoiding getting spotted by any police. Though ain't no one gonna believe the meth heads back at home. And
Hey, you speak nice here of all of my cousins and the rest of my family.
I always do, you know, was it?
Hey. So anyway, we was flying through the air like that, and I swear I can see like birds just rushing past us, and I'm behind the wheel. I'm like, shoom, I'm into the seat because there's so much pressure and whatnot, and it is going so fast. And then all of a sudden, before I know it, we have cleared that fence, and we are on the other side, and the police don't know anything about nothing.
Wait, nah. This was you're talking mostly about the second time Billy made the RV fly.
Oh right,
Poor Jonathan,
that's right.
by the way, because I was behind the wheel with no, Billy was behind the wheel, wasn't he?
I don't
First or second time?
The first
First
time.
time Billy was behind the wheel. Second time Billy crashed into the back of the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. First time,
Right,
Billy
you're
ruptured the
right.
fuel line.
By driving
Oh
over a
yeah, and I had to
fence.
unfuck that shit.
Don't worry,
Right.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Crashed. I don't got it.
Sweet.
No. By the way, Shanty and Kevin are hearing Jesse just rattle off the truth.
Shanty's just giving Jesse this huge impressed look, reaching over and just giving him a good old friendly pat on the back.
Obviously, you all completely misremembered what happened.
Totally.
Absolutely. I mean,
Oh,
having met
absolutely.
Shanty, he's not the sharpest deer on the pier.
Look, Puka is telling the story, so obviously it's untrue.
Jesse's just fucked up, man.
Well, Apuka is only half telling the story.
Yeah, so anyway, the real interesting shit that happened. Wait, I forgot. What is the kid's name for fucking Billy?
Billy
Issue?
is an issue.
Billy's an issue. Issue,
Ishi.
Bless
whatever
you.
you want to call it.
Issue.
Issue.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So when we had, okay, I guess I'll wait a minute.
Yeah, not really any use telling a story to someone who's not here.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, though I might have to run and do some stuff in a few minutes, in just a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
Kevin promptly decides to leave this mess because he doesn't want to get murdered in a back alley and goes to see a titty show.
Yes.
Kevin obviously is the brains of the organization, of the outfit.
Well, Jesse's just pumped to meet this friendly fellow that seems to be about the same age as them, and he's friendly, so fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Child camaraderie.
Yay.
Yeah.
Becoming best friends after you know each other
All
for
right.
10 minutes.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Mitch!
All right. So so we had to get the fuck out of the gas station we were at because police were coming. Honestly, it's a pretty long. We pretty much only really had to get the fuck out because we were in trouble with the police. Because
they thought we was kidnapping Jesse.
yeah, and I mean, also because who the fuck actually wants to talk to them? But
Yeah,
whatever.
fuck the police.
But whatever. So our issue gets the bright fucking idea. Although honestly, because it did work in the end, so I guess I can't blame the bastard too much. He makes a fucking mad dash up the hill, or up this big ass hill, and then skates down as fast as he fucking can.
He's like going 80 or something.
Yeah, some shit like this. And now here is where shit hits the fan, I guess. As
like
he pulls out
shit just
a
goes everywhere.
goddamn firecracker. Cause I mean, obviously this fucker just walks around carrying firecrackers every day.
Kevin, wouldn't it be less shit hit the fan and more kid hit the van?
Hey.
My name's not Kevin.
No, my name's fucking Kevin.
Yeah, he was talking to Kevin
Yeah.
and making a bad pun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
I'll stab you in the damn kidney one of these days.
Jonathan-
Was that Kevin to Jesse?
Yes.
Jonathan laughs, but it's kind of like, how do I do it?
You're permitted.
Kind of like that.
Kind of like Muttley from fucking.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't remember what that was called.
Okay.
Johnny.
Yeah, so a
Jonathan?
very wheezing laugh.
It's actually really
Yes.
hard to do. It goes in the throat.
I can't do it either.
You alright there, buddy? Oh, well,
I'm sure
glad
it's
that you appreciates my humor. I appreciates that you appreciates my humor.
Well, I guess that makes one of us then. So
You're
anyway,
just a spoil sport.
Oh come on, I appreciate your humor too.
I
I think
appreciate
it's
you too,
hilarious.
Shanty.
Shanty smiles and gives Jesse a one-armed hug.
No.
What happened next?
I'm surrounded by fucking idiots. But anyway,
You're surrounded by kids.
So after Billy hits the van, we are flying through the goddamn air. This is where I got this whole thing confused because, you know, it's been a hectic a couple days.
yeah, and we flew through you idiots flew through the fucking air in that RV.
We were
Twice
going so
in
fast
the
I
last
couldn't
2
hear our own
days.
screaming because I'm pretty sure we left them behind.
Well, yeah, you left. You fucking left me, Billy, who's just fucked from that.
Yeah, poor Billy.
Johnny, and that one fucking Pisky we ran into.
And what
Ghost
are we
old Billy
gonna
skateboard?
what are we gonna do, Kevin? Turn the van around midair?
I will
Check
turn
and
this
see
van
if Billy
around.
didn't combust?
We couldn't really do much
Well,
of anything.
it all
Someone needs to be in
fucking
the
worked
van.
out, and I think that was the fucking plan. Or at least
Yeah.
what semblance of a shitty plan we had.
'Twas a damn miracle.
Kevin, Shanty
Yeah, we
reaches
pulled
up and
that
puts a
right
hand
out of
on
our
Kevin's
ass.
shoulder. It's what Billy wanted.
Well, no shit.
Rip and paste,
It's
Billy.
what he did. He's still alive, you asshole.
That's what I said.
Barely.
It's what he
He
wanted.
bled
Not
all
what
over
he
my
had wanted.
fucking car seat.
He bled and puked all over mine. Shut up.
Yeah, that sounds like it's your goddamn problem.
But hey, he's good now.
But
Who
I don't
wants to
know.
jerk
We
off and
were.
cry about it, Kevin.
So anyway, that's why we were heading for this place, cause you know gotta heal up and whatnot, and can't just pop bones back into sockets if the sockets are all pulverized.
But you tried that shit anyway.
Well, yeah,
I've got 1 dot of medicine, and I rolled pretty well.
gotta try and help any way you can.
What
'Cause
the
we weren't
fuck
really-
do you mean by a dot of goddamn medicine?
What does that
Are
mean?
you speaking in fucking tongues?
Look, I'm used to setting my cousin's shoulders and treating minor injuries and whatnot. Once I even healed a broken leg. That was like it was a finger, but it was like a major achievement.
We don't got X-ray vision, Kevin. We didn't know the socket itself was pulverized into a fine banana cream pie variety
Well,
of
you
mush.
could. It doesn't take a fucking expert to tell that shit was fucked. Bones were broken. Bones, like, fuck. I think his shoulder bone was sticking through his goddamn skin.
It was, and I'd
Where
rather
do you
not
think the
about
fucking
it.
blood was coming from?
Lots of places actually.
Okay, granted, but that was one of the main places that it was bleeding. Like, blood was coming out of fucking everywhere, really.
But hey,
Like,
everything
out of his
worked
fucking
out.
nose, his mouth, multiple
It's-
fucking places on that arm.
Jesse
Yeah,
takes
bit
a
out of his
sip.
eye.
Shit, I'm
Of-
surprised he didn't lose a few fingers because some of them were pretty. Like, some of them were just hanging on by fucking tendons. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it was pretty gruesome. I'm probably gonna have nightmares for a while.
Will
Anyway,
Billy get
everything's good
extra?
now. That's why we
extra
got
s-
here.
No, the crazy fucking part on this is while we're, you know, driving the fuck over here in the back seat, this guy is Billy, this poor fucking guy, is just babbling in goddamn French and Italian.
Yeah, he's
Like,
speaking
what the
tongues something
fuck?
awful.
Shit, I think he even went to Latin a few times.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, oh.
Like, how hard do you have to hit your fucking head to speak in a different goddamn language?
I don't know. I think it might be something to do with the issue or something. I mean, for a long while back there in that van, he didn't really know who he was, or what his name was.
Do you think we're honoring
Yeah,
his
it's called
memory
a
by telling
fucking
stories?
concussion. Like,
Oh
shit.
totally,
He
yeah.
may have remembered past lives.
Wait, what?
Tell me more of this. This intrigues me.
We've babbled on enough. Tell us more, Jonathan.
Yeah,
He's
it's called
slides.
a fucking concussion. I
No,
hit my head
Kevin,
a few
Kevin.
times. I've hit my
Kevin.
head a few times.
Kevin.
Shit, I didn't know what direction
Kevin.
was up.
Kevin, and he just slides his glass of beer that has barely been drinking from over to Kevin. Put that in your mouth instead of words.
Jonathan Jonathan does something with his hand and you hear like two finger snaps. They sound kinda wrong though. Well, like
Jesse looks.
they sound like wet slaps for some reason. Huh?
Little
Gross.
slappies.
Yeah.
Let's slappies.
And then like two more beers arrive at your table out of seemingly nowhere.
Ooh. Shanty
No, you're
wraps
just
it and
pampering
downs
us,
one.
Jonathan. That's awful kind of yous. Thank.
Do you really
Thanks.
expect he's paying for this shit? Cause we probably are.
I don't mind paying for this. This is good company, a good conversation, a good time.
Jonathan is trying to get a word edgewise in, but he can't. A knocker and a slug in the same room is hard, for conversation. Difficult.
It is.
Anyway, he waits until Kevin has his lips on the beer. I learned that some of us, all of us, of course, have past lives. Some of us can remember them in times of great stress, in times of great undertakings, perhaps even access information from their own past selves that may help them in the present.
Shanty's eyes grow huge and shiny. Really?
Yes,
I
You
got it.
yanking our chain?
I've
got it.
never met one that could do it. I would love to see this person.
I gotta ask Willie about that too. Heck, we should all go ask Willie about that once he feels a bit better and probably, wakes up.
Wakes up.
And then Jonathan has like this moment of realization. And he looks over to Jesse. You are the boy from the news.
I'm what?
The boy, the
Come
kidnapped
again?
one.
Well, I ain't kidnapped.
Don't worry.
Shit, that's
Don't worry.
reached.
We keep secrets. All of us. We will not tattle.
Well, shoot, fire.
Much appreciated.
Very much appreciated, Jonathan. But man, they put me on the. What are they saying?
A small boy from a small town. Kidnapped.
They say
Well,
anything about who? Like by who?
A street gang of other kids. Very violent.
So I guess we're a fucking
I ain't never
street
been
gang
in a
now.
street gang.
Jesse is sitting dumbfounded for a moment before he looks up. I ain't pale enough for them to put me on the news.
There were rumors. Police getting hurt. Big investigation.
Shandy frowns. Did we hurt the police?
Talk about
No, we only just ran the fuck away from them.
reward. High reward. And then Jonathan kind of stops and goes, relatively high reward.
I ain't pale enough to be worth any reward back in Dog Ditch.
Wow.
I mean, it's true.
It
Yeah.
is.
If anything, the sheriff will be happy that my quote unquote delinquency is out of the town.
Don't worry.
Man, too.
Don't worry. Search only for your human part. They don't know about your other half.
I was assuming so.
And he kind of indicates.
They don't know who you are on the inside.
He kind of indicates the freehold with a gesture. No one here will say. No one here cares.
Oh, that's awfully touching for a lack of caring.
Well, you know, a human child is missing. It doesn't really affect them.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the Sluag, they know how to keep secrets. And they also really don't care.
Jesse really likes Jonathan.
So does Shanty.
Say, how many friends you got, Johnny? Jonathan, sorry. It's a nickname shortening.
Look, we already got one, Johnny. Better not make this more confusion than it probably already is.
Johnny's gonna go to a titty bar later.
So do we just call him John? And then this guy can be Johnny?
Nah.
John will suffice.
Alright.
Alright, John.
How many friends you got, John?
John?
I don't know. Are we friends?
Hell
I'd
yeah,
say
we're
so.
friends.
Then I have 3 friends.
Here's the friends.
He raises up his drink.
There's a toast to friendship.
Kevin is just kind of blindsided by that, right? Are we friends? What? Huh? Who's drinking?
What? Why are we clinking glasses?
Why are we? Who?
Where am I?
To newfound friendship.
May they last for many summers.
And many autumns to follow.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like in one of those movies. It's like
Which ones?
The first part of any Stephen King movie.
Oh shit! You read.
Somehow I knew you were gonna fucking say something like that.
Yeah. Jesse leans in. You read Stephen King novels?
I ain't allowed to read those. My sister says they ain't good for me.
Yeah, I will turn absolutely dumbfounded at Shanty. You can fucking read?
Shanty will grin at Kevin and just laugh.
Jonathan will. Sorry, wait a moment. Sorry, I thought there was a burp coming. Yeah, like that, but it didn't come. Jonathan will say, Father said the books will prepare me for the outside world.
Well, there ain't no killer clowns.
I mean, it's pretty shitty out there, but not quite that shitty.
Father
Well, at least
disagree.
not most of the time.
Father would disagree.
Yeah, well. Yeah, well, people got different opinions. Here's the different opinions.
Ones that don't get us killed, and he's just clink.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I can tell you, there's not that many, interdimensional killer clown thingy spider whatnots. At least not that we are fully aware of.
Ain't no
Though that
weird
could change
worm.
as this film progresses.
Ain't no weird worm things trying to wiggle up your butt either.
That goddamn dog.
Sorry, I
I'm
sent
in
two
awe at
pictures.
the size of that absolute unit.
You want to take a look?
Oh my god.
The little wings. Oh yeah. Anyway.
It's a slua.
Anyway, back to the game.
Yes.
So yeah, Jonathan is really excited to be with you
And we're excited to be with Jonathan. We like Jonathan.
because his parents would
Don't forget.
disagree, probably. Well, his father would.
Just
know,
Jonathan's dad watching, like, he's making friends.
You can't see it because he's
Where
hidden in
did that go
darkness.
wrong?
He's hidden in darkness. He has like really tiny eyes, but he's rolling them continuously. Oh my god.
Oh my. You bring shame on this family, but I still.
No, he's like, it's not a choice. I still love him, but come on.
It's not a choice, but
It's
I
like-
still love him.
It's like
Aw.
it's like having a gay son. The gay son is also super flamboyant. It's just,
Aw.
come on, you're overdoing it, man. You're overdoing it. Yeah, social sluags. Ugh, terrible. Shame.
I love them, and it is still gonna be my backup character of
Oh,
a
really?
gregarious slua.
Good. That'd be fun.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah. Well, you
so I'm not quite sure how long we'll be staying. Surely a couple days or so, considering how beat up Billy was. But you want to hang out a bit?
yes, please.
You can show us around the town and everything.
Yes. It'll be fun.
Be our personal private guide.
Well, we won't make you be a guide. It's more than enough just to hang out. But
That'd be great.
we're staying at the barn.
He looks at you as you say the bond. Really? Seems a bit tacky, doesn't it?
I mean, we were raised in one, so I guess.
I don't know what you're talking about. Seems very homey to me.
Very funny joke.
I am a very funny person, but some parties don't seem to realize my canonical genius.
Some parties don't seem to have no funny bone. They don't find it very
Humorous.
humorous.
Oh God, Jonathan, what have you gotten
okay.
into?
By now it should be like lunchtime.
Yes. Well, Shanty already had his liquid bread.
No, but Jonathan will say, "We should leave now. The others don't enjoy lunch with company, like your kind."
Oh, right, sure.
That's pretty fair. I mean, we're a little bit loud, ain't we? But well, thanks for taking us here. If you want to join us, I think you sure can. But
Yeah.
otherwise, you know where to
totally
find us.
I will meet you at the barn later this evening.
Hell yeah. It's been awesome. It's gonna continue being awesome. You've been awesome.
I shall show you my world.
I can show
Shining,
you the
shimmering,
world.
splendid.
Ah, with his beady little eyes.
I don't think that movie was out in 1991.
It was
It
not.
wasn't.
He's ahead of his time. He's a genius.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
he's
will-
clairvoyant.
I have
He
this
will
idea.
go.
I have this idea for an animated movie
It
Full of
starts with
song.
good and accurate predictions of Agnes Nutter.
full of song and an incompetent wizard and weird sexual illusions of some sort.
We can converse this. Probably at another time. So we'll meet you back here at the bar later in the evening?
No, I will meet you at the barn.
All right. Thank you for clarifying.
Just imagine this tiny guy slithering into the barn like that shadow monster from fuck, what was the one anime?
Yeah.
Uh,
Mononoke Hime?
With the
There are lots of
bathhouse.
shadow
What
monsters.
anime?
The one with the bathhouse.
Oh, Spirited Away.
Spirited Away, yeah. That shadow monster thing.
oh, yeah, no
No
face.
face.
Yeah. How did I forget that name? It's
I don't know.
pretty descriptive. Anyway,
It is.
so yeah, so you leave the pub, I guess.
Shanty
Take it.
takes a moment to reach out a hand to shake Jonathan's hand and go. It's been a mighty pleasure hanging out with you and making your acquaintance. And as he says that, he pulls him into a hug and gives him a tight squeeze before he lets go and skedads.
He squirms out of the hug immediately.
Like, oh, too much, too much.
It's like hugging Jello. It's just bloop, out.
Like,
Just
Oh boy.
Aw.
oh,
Come back, little slug.
I'm just imagining Shanty grabbing at Jonathan as he slips away from him like a slippery bar of soap.
Pretty much.
Like,
After dear beloved Shanty is done, Jesse will stand up and hold a hand out for Jonathan. Need me to pay anything for the drinks?
No, on the house.
Oh,
Are you sure about that?
My
Like,
father-
we can pay you for this shit if you need.
yeah, y'all are much too kind. We ain't gonna leech off of you or nothing.
he just leans in. The sooner you leave, the less my father will care about the money.
gotcha. We'll see you
Fair point.
later, Jonathan. You have a real
Bye.
nice time. And they fuck off
Yep.
like inglorious bastards.
Out of there.
Absolutely.
And they get out. They get out to the more main area, and Jesse's like, "That was real fun."
I'm
yeah.
still surprised we weren't stabbed in the fucking kidneys, but no, wait, sorry, they wouldn't stab us in the fucking kidneys. They'd harvest that shit.
Jesus.
That's very awfully close-minded and mean of you.
Then hey, you still gotta stab
And
someone to
polluting
get to
it.
their kidneys anyway.
Wow. All this prejudice against Sluax. It's terrible.
And
Like-
besides, Jonathan was awful kindly to us. Real
Look, so-
hospitable
Yeah.
after
He
our
was so
heroin
nice.
adventure.
Look, not all Slurks are mean and like murderers.
Oh,
They're not fucking
no.
red caps.
Exactly.
Which we carefully
No,
avoided.
no.
Yep.
Jonathan was alright. I was mostly saying that some of his family really gave me the fucking creeps.
Yeah,
Well,
what
that's
you gonna
'cause you
do?
did- we-
Family is family.
Yeah.
You didn't even see
A
their
family schmamly. Bitter boy pigeon man.
I kind of want to say he comes from a mixed marriage.
Nice.
And
Shanty
I
reaches
don't
out
know.
and
His
pats
mother is
Jesse on
like
the shoulder.
his mother's like I don't know, an issue or something. One of the nicer ones.
Aw.
Tell me more of these wild adventures. Jesse, just the little bastard that he is. Do you think we're honoring Billy's memory by telling stories about him?
Poor
And
Billy.
Kevin's like, he's not dead.
Poor Billy, resting in
Uh,
peace. May God
May
have
you
mercy
rest
on
in
his rotten
pieces.
soul.
Rip
May
in
you rest in
peace.
the many pieces that you broke into when you rammed into that van.
My van.
Oh.
Which,
May he rest
Which-
peacefully in these 12 of his graves.
and every 12 of his graves, may he rest within peace.
May he rest in peace in his 13 coffins. Tiny coffins.
They are but slivers, matchboxes, really, each holding a small piece of him that was recovered.
Good
He used
lord.
to say, wherever I land, there let me be buried, but if we did that, he'd have to be buried all over the country.
Poor
Oh,
Billy getting shit up when he's even there.
Oh,
Yeah.
So-
shit, I actually need to
Yeah.
head out. Sorry, guys.
Ah, it's
That's
okay.
fair.
It's okay. I wanted to
Yep.
put a stop here soon anyway because I'm
Yep.
melting, guys.
See ya.
Yeah. Bye.
I
Bye.
can't think. I'm so warm. Anyway, we put a
Toasty.
stop to it here, and
Yeah.
next time, Billy will hopefully wake up, groggy as shit,
Yeah.
and go to a strip club with Johnny.
Yeah!
Cool.
Where he will be thrown onto the stage. Oh, who am I kidding? It's Billy. He will run up there.
Oh yeah.
Thrown onto the stage like a
Yeah.
sacrifice to
So I'm
the
gonna stop the
hot,
recording here, and
sexy
then we can
strippers.
stop the recording, and then I can give you XP.
Bye,
Nice.